Alright, everybody, welcome back to Odyssey of the Dragonlords. I've been out of it for a couple of weeks due to IRL stuff, but now we are back in it. In the last session, the party of the Dawnbringers found themselves in a peculiar situation. They have recently allied themselves, made friends with the local centaur tribe of Scorpion Island, one of the centaur tribes. Specifically, the one led by Folon and Nessa, two rather chill centaurs. One of them, which the party actually previously met ahead of time. Through some interaction, merrymaking, so to speak, with the centaurs. Stories were spread about the party's exploits, and the centaurs in turn shared a story about their people, how they were cursed ages ago through some back then unknown means. Were they to reach a certain age without making a bonding ritual, so to speak, with a appropriate person, they would be turned into giant scorpions. The party agreed to try looking for a way to mend this curse and decided to head back into the Lotus Witch's tower. They talked to her, providing knowledge in return for knowledge, as is her custom. The party came to a realization that it was actually the Lotus Witch herself who cursed this island as a bit of a petty punishment after the ancestors of the centaurs did something that quite bothered her. The only way, according to the Lotus Witch, that she'll ever lift the curse is if the centaurs, and I quote, improve themselves. Whatever strange standards the Lotus Witch may have, well, they are unknown at the moment. But, the party took this as a way to, attempt to help the Centaur tribe at a later date. Right now, let's just sweep this under the rug and continue on our way. With this knowledge in mind, the party were teleported out of the Lotus Witch's tower once again, and are now thinking of their next move. And that is where we continue. So I will move you guys back to the Scorpion Island map. Alright. You guys have been, I believe we finished up like immediately after you guys teleported out of the tower. So you're at the edge of the field of flowers that surrounds the Lotus Witch's obelisk, so to speak. What do you do?
What is happening? I keep hearing a noise. Oh, there we go. Just kidding.
How do I get chat tips to go away? Because it's actually starting to bug me. Okay, it's in chat. Never mind. It's all good.
All of that was out of character or bad.
So yes, what do you guys do now that you're out of the Lotus Witch's tower?
Well, we go back to full on and Nessa.
For sure.
Okay. You travel through the plains of the Scorpion Island until you reach the nearby tree line, where beyond the tribe of the centaurs lies at. No sooner have you made it within 30 feet of the tree line, where you see a crowd of centaurs already appear from beyond the forest. Amongst them, yes, Nessa and Folon, seemingly have been waiting with anticipation your arrival. Upon you guys arriving, the Folon is the first one to speak, as he says, "Ah, you made it out of the tower again! You know, one time already was already pretty cool. Now this is doubly cool. There has to be a word for that, but I'm not sure if I can think of it at the moment. Anyway, what do you find out?"
Well,
Awesome.
I guess we are 2 for 2. But we have a little bit news about your guys' curse a little bit. And I don't know if you guys want to talk about it here, go back to your camp and talk about it, or
Well, I mean, I think all of us are pretty eager to hear this. Go ahead, lay it on us.
okay. Well, essentially, the capability of ending your guys' curse is actually in your guys' own hands. The key to breaking your curse, essentially, is to evolve. Whether that just means socially or by other necessary means. Um, the what is that? What is that chick's name again? What type of witch is she? The what witch?
The Lotus Witch.
Lotus Witch.
The Lotus Witch essentially said, if you guys are willing to evolve and make an impact in the world in some way, to be something more than just residents within these woods. The power to break your guys' own curse is within grasp. Now, will it be an easy road? Probably not, because you guys will have to adjust to new cultures and just learning to be a bigger impact for the world. But if you guys are willing to put in the effort, I will also put in the effort to help you guys. And through hard work, we could still have fun and still play and relax. But, sometimes hard work is necessary to better the future. And if you guys are willing to try to have your children and their children and their children for many of years to follow to be free of this curse, then I'm willing to assist you in any way I can. But at the end of the day, it is inevitably your guys' decision. During the hours where you do put in effort, I can't really say it'll be fun. Sometimes it'll feel tedious. Sometimes you will get annoyed. Sometimes you'll feel frustrated. But the overall outcome could be very much well worth it.
Some of the centaurs look around, look at each other, and there's a general, shall we say, uncertainty. Would be like the best way to describe the current mood, I guess, that the crowd of centaurs, including Fallen and Nessa, currently are going through. Nessa speaks up and says, but then, like, where do we start? Where do we start? Do we, like, start sharpening spears, stringing out bows? Do we start building ships? What does she want from us to improve ourselves upon that, is going to be good enough?
I think possibly the best way would be to sharpen your minds first. Maybe educate yourselves a little bit on the world outside of this safe haven you've created. And once you've educated your guys' selves on current events, from there, we could think about what you could offer and give the world. Like tips or trade, um, things of that sort.
Another centaur, like way at the back, speaks up and says, "But how are we supposed to do that if we can't even leave the island? Not sure if you know this, but our bodies are not really made for water. We're just gonna have to build ships or hitch rides and stuff."
Well, we do have a fairly large ship with us at the moment. Um, we could take those of you who are most eager and willing to learn and put in the hardest work first. And then over time, when we feel like you have acquired a really good basis of knowledge, we could obviously rotate members out with another batch of family members and members of your clan who are ready to take their part in learning, while those who come back can share their knowledge, not only with tribe members, but surrounding tribe members as well. And with effort and time and working together and having the understanding that every day is not going to be easy, I believe over time we could start to travel this journey of ending your curse, not only for your tribe, but this curse would be broken for all tribes. And then everybody would be free in the future to choose if they wish to stay on this island or travel to the mainland, or maybe start their own tribe on another island. Again, it will not be easy, and it will take some time.
Uh,
Also, out of game. I can't remember. Are they allowed to leave the island? I thought we were told by the Lotus Witch they could leave the island.
they
It's just
can.
it doesn't break their curse.
Yeah, they can. It's just the curse follows them where they go.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, okay, okay.
what's it called? Nessa speaks up once again and says, "And like, how are we supposed to know that, you know, we when we become, good enough?" She kind of uses air quotes. Like, will she tell us or?
Uh, we can, or I will volunteer myself, or I don't want to volunteer others unless they wish to. Um, but I will volunteer myself to make frequent checkups with the Lotus Witch, so to speak, to see of how she is acknowledging your guys' improvements.
You hear Folon say, "And if she doesn't?"
She didn't strike me as the type to go back on her word. She's very, very, very big into knowledge. Like really, really big into knowledge. And I feel like if she actually sees you guys embracing knowledge and evolving to help benefit the world, I honestly think it would make her very, very uh like appeased and happy. She's very, very into knowledge. She does not like people who don't understand the things of the world. As a matter of fact, the only reason why our group made it in and out of the tower twice is because we passed her quest, her tests. She gave us tests. We had to answer 4 to 5 questions about the world and answer correctly. That's how we actually got out. She's super big into knowledge, so I don't think she would go back on her word if you guys actually were learning. I think it would make her rather happy in a way to know that a race that she currently sees as um, forest residents who aren't really giving anything to the world that she can see, um, engrossing in something much bigger than them and actively learning about the works of the world. I think it would make her very happy, actually.
There's a mixed reaction from the crowd of centaurs. Through the murmurs, you can hear comments that seem to be like, well, shit, I guess we better get started on this. From others, like, indignant almost. Comments such as, shit, do we have so we have to prove ourselves to our captor to get out of this fucking shitty situation. Stuff like that. There's a mixed reaction in the crowd. Ness and Folon do their best to kind of
Obviously,
make sure everybody calms down. What's it called? But it takes them a moment to kind of make sure that everybody is not as less rowdy, so to speak.
I know some of you are not exactly happy with this outcome, but please understand that this is an outcome where at the moment nobody dies. There's no bloodshed, nobody's killing anybody.
Except us, if we fail her test, huh?
I said at the moment. If it comes down to this trial and error of learning is just impossible, we will have to obviously branch out and think of other situations or other outcomes to ending this curse, which that might end in bloodshed. But for right now, no one is dying. You can leave the island. The curse just follows you. And if you're willing to put in some time and effort to learn, and then help others learn along the way, your future seems a lot brighter than staying here and not doing anything.
I want you to make me just a general charisma check.
Wait, is it at advantage?
Just regular charisma check.
They redid this again. I hope I spoke well. It's loading really slow, sorry. Core page. Charisma. Oh, that's gonna be great. Oh, 15's not bad.
Uh, you do hear, like I said, you hear like a lot of centaurs kind of go like, well, I suppose if there's a chance to break the curse, we'll do it. You do hear, however, there's a number of them that say something along the lines of, "Is it for you to say you're not the one being cursed? Come on, everybody, let's get out of here." And a group of centaurs does split off, disappearing into the tree line. Folon kind of turns to look at them and just says, "Hey, come on, there's someone's trying around here, dudes." And then kind of turns back and says, "Uh, not going to lie. I kind of expected some different result out of this, but I suppose it's as better as it gets. Well, I guess I'm not cursed, well, because but I'm more worried about everybody else around here."
Well, the other outcome was bloodshed and personally fighting the Lotus Witch, and that felt also equally wrong because she did provide us with incredibly valuable information that will help us keep the world in peace, hopefully, if we can pass our trial. She could be of use to us in the future if we ever come across a path where we need more knowledge. But at the same time, I did not feel right leaving without trying to find a solution to your guys' issue. And so far, the solution to that issue is just everybody indulging themselves in more knowledge about the world.
Nessa looking a little bit well, not really deflated, but like she's trying to still kind of keep like the cheerful attitude she has. Kind of says, "Well, well, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take this as a victory, everybody. Uh, if that's what it takes, then I'm going to collect some more of the peeps around here, and we'll see what we can do. Uh, if there's enough space in your ship, we could grab a couple of us. Uh,
Um, on a game, how many people died? How much room do we have on the ship now?
yeah, out of the 100 people capacity, 30 people died, so you have 70 people left. Uh, in the mind you, a centaur roughly takes like enough space to count as 4 people.
All right. So would the ship not be able to take 10?
Give me one moment. I'll say roughly 6 to 8 of them would be enough to still have enough space remaining for the rest of the non-Centaurian crew.
Okay. I think we should start out with taking 8. 8 willing individuals who are most willing to put in the effort. And please remember that these 8 people, once we feel like they've learned quite a bit, we'll rotate them out later on. Also, I myself am not against doing a bonding ritual to help ensure that um, one person that we take with us will have already broken the curse themselves, and that person could stay longer to learn more in depth, if willing, of course.
When you say 8 people, there is a bit of a reaction from Folon and Nessa, like just 8 almost, but they don't say it like audibly, but it's kind of written in their expressions.
I know eight's not a large number. Um, while those 8 people are with us learning, maybe if you guys have a group of willing individuals who will stay behind and build a ship or start working on the construction of a ship, um, then that could be an outcome to help get you guys to the mainland as well. We know some scholars there who might, I'm pretty sure, would be willing to help. Or if you guys were able to find a crew or a group of volunteers to help procure, create a ship, you guys could also have that as an option to follow us on the seas.
Folon says, well, guess I better start rounding up those people, huh? You know, don't beat yourself up about this. I'm sure you try your best. We're gonna go see what we can do over here. That your ship over there? Kind of pointing in the distance at the shore.
Yeah, that's us.
All right. Well, if you have a way to get us on board, then we'll start bringing in some people. Kind of turns to Nessa and says, "Sis, you think you can go back to the tribe and spread the word?" She turns around and kind of nods and says, "Yeah, don't worry." And you guys, she kind of looks at you guys and says, "Well, if you ever feel like coming back to the island, you're always welcome around here. So long as you keep bringing good vibes only."
Always Nessa.
She begins to turn around and trot away towards the tribe. Folon also trots away as he says, "And wherever it is you're going next, you make sure to bring back some cool stories, huh?" As they both run into the tree line and begin to fetch some centaurs. At this point, Chandras speaks up and says, "What a heartwarming conclusion. Now,
I look at him and playfully roll my eyes.
What do you say?
I look at him and playfully roll my eyes.
Now, I must say,
less playfully.
if you wanted to extend their suffering, there were more ways to do it than just this. But, well, whatever methods you decide to use, I'll make sure to make note of them." So, with this, what do you guys do? You guys return to the ship?
So,
Yeah.
No,
I look at Dragon and I like kind of nudge him. And I'll be like, you should ask Folon if he would be your battle buddy. I don't even know if he's here because I see that he said, "BRB, gotta take the dog out."
I heard his voice.
Sorry,
There we go.
I literally just got back. Sorry.
All right.
But
Did you hear the question?
Well,
yeah, I kind of heard it. But yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
well, you should probably go after him and ask. He might say yes. You definitely could use a sparring buddy to keep your spirits up.
Yeah. Wait, so we're leaving right now, or did they already?
We're going back to the ship. Full-on and Nessa went back to the tribe to see if there are 8 volunteers to come with us to start learning.
But they're coming. Full on's coming to the ship with us, though, right?
You don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
You don't know yet.
I guess I'll try to catch up. with
You
Full
run after him. He's way faster because of his fucking horse-like body. But you do eventually catch up to him while he's already like somewhere around the village in the woods. He turns around and says, "Yo, Drakgar, my man. I thought you were heading back to the ship. What's happened?"
So are you coming with us then, or are you one of the 8s that's joining us? Or...
Well, I could, but I feel like there's a lot of more other people that can, start heading out there in the world than me. I already had my time out there. I already did a lot of things out there with a lot of people. So it's about time somebody else takes the reins, so to speak.
You sure you don't want to join? I bet we could make a pretty good team.
I don't doubt we can. But, now that there's this whole responsibility thing happening around here, I kind of have to stay behind and make sure, to keep everybody in shape.
All right. Well, if you change your mind, you're always welcome to join us.
We'll see. Maybe a couple of months down the line, once we start doing this whole, thing regularly, I might come along on that trip as well. Hell, I'll even convince my sis to go along as well. But right now, well, I have to show that I'm the older one around, that I'm the one that can be, I guess, the boss, or something like that. But don't worry, dude. You and I, we're still bros, same as the other ones. You and us bros, we look out for each other, right?
So, yeah, and best of luck to you, and hope you see again soon. Then I'll give him a fist bump and head back to the ship.
He answers the fist bump in kind. Eventually, you guys make it to the shore, where the rowboats that you used to get here, are there. It's gonna take a while to transport the centaurs to the ship because, there are no, shall we say, docks of sorts where the ultras can, station itself at, for ease of access for the centaurs.
It's okay. Once they get here, I'll cast Water Walk on them.
What's it called? Like, you can do that, or, you can grab them, some of them, put them on the rowboats, or, anything of that effect.
Once that don't fit, I'll just cast Water Walk on them.
It takes quite a bit of time to do all of this, and eventually, you guys make it all back to the ship. You are basically, what you are seeing in front of you once you all this process is gonna almost over, is, well, a bunch of the crew members kinda I guess interacting, greeting the centaurs arriving at the ultras, sort of trying to show them the accommodations, and you do overhear a couple of conversations here and there of some of the sailors saying stuff like, "Oh man, we're gonna have to do some remodeling around here for for them." Others say stuff like, "Hey, if you want to work your human body, or rowing the oars is pretty good." Stuff like that. More or less trying their best to accommodate for the for the centaurs. There is, still that sort of oh man, we're about to go somewhere else away from home. That's sort of like, almost already getting homesick of sorts. That sensation that some of the centaurs may have. But they're trying their best to power through it.
All right, you're about to hit Cassie, but Cassie would like 8 names for the 8 centaurs, please.
We'll get to those in a moment.
Centaur 1, Centaur 2, Centaur 3.
What's it called? But, you guys, hop back on board the ship. Pythor and Kyra are already there in the upper deck. You see some of the centaurs already approaching Pythor like, oh man, you have some pretty cool muscles. What's your training regimen? How much can you press and how can you bench press? Sort of like gym bros, I guess, of sorts, with Pythor. Kyra kind of approaches you guys and says something along the lines of, well, I didn't expect you to come back with this much company, but I guess you did it.
Yeah, I apologize about that.
We tried
It
to
was
keep an...
either
Oh, go ahead.
kill the Lotus Witch or try and break the curse. So we're gonna go with option B, try and break the curse first before we revert to violence.
I hope you're sure about this. From what I hear, the Lotus Witch has been pretty scary for quite a while. Who knows if she is going to haul up her end of the bargain.
Well, I think she will. She seemed really, really keen about knowledge. Smart people make her happy.
Well, it's your journey, and I am not one to interfere in when a story is playing out in front of me. She kind of says that as she does, in her hand still has the sort of like parchment and the quill to like write down on. She says, on the other hand, now that we are all here, it's time to choose our next destination. Oh, by the way, one of you is going to have to tell us what was happening inside that tower. You see, Versi was trying to keep tabs on you guys by, using her divination. But she lost sight of you once you approached the tower, almost as if there was some form of interference happening. So we were kind of in the dark once you were there.
I think for now you guys will be fine, not knowing exactly what happened in the tower. Seeing as some of the questions that we asked were about you guys in the first place.
Okay, well, as long as none of the boys ask for my measurements, I think that's fine.
God, no, I would have murdered them.
You do see, the Pythor kind of overhears the conversation and says something along the lines of, the only measurements I give are the ones of my biceps. What's it
When
called?
one of the apples
Wait,
are
what did you say?
way far off.
Wait, what did you say?
I said when one of the apples rolled. I said when one of the apples roll really far away.
Hey, it is what it is.
Animated immortal. A Drakgar.
But yes, with your excursion to the island, to the Scorpion Island, my bad, completed, it's about time you pick your next destination. What constellation catches your eye, the Antikythera device?
I go find Versi with it and Antikythera.
Well, you go to Versi, and she will, she's, you catch her in a sort of like meditative trance of sorts. It doesn't take long to actually catch her attention, as it's almost as if she has some form of, clairvoyance to see even with her eyes closed. She, reacts upon your approach, and she would say something like, "You seek me out. That's new." I jest, of course. I was under the impression that, well, my services are often not looked at with, shall we say, quite a positive light.
Oh, I could go ask somebody else if you would like to go back to meditating.
It's fine enough. I am, after all, here to assist in whatever way I can. Anything that helps in the fight against my father is already a boon in and of itself. Tell me, was there something you required of me?
Your knowledge, if you wish to give it.
Well,
Currently, our group is not up to par with what we need to accomplish. We have several headings, several places we can go to help end our predicament that is going on. But unfortunately, due to the composition of our party, we are nowhere near ready to face any of those obstacles. Which leaves us to the point of not really having a heading anymore. We are just currently not strong enough to go to the volcano and acquire some more dragon eggs and to end Bouxfhades' curse. We're not strong enough currently to go take on Hexia and rescue my brother's mother. We are currently not strong enough to definitely face Gaius again. And we are just currently not strong enough to face Hexia and her and Sidon's siblings that they have captured around the seas. So, with that being said, our party needs to either acquire knowledge or power or strength by some other means, which leads me to not knowing a direction that we should go. I know all the places we need to be, but we cannot go to those places for fear of the loss of our lives.
Again.
well,
But say it again.
So then I hold the Antikythera out in my hand to her. So,
well,
you, as being Versailles, someone incredibly versed in knowledge, maybe you could see something in the Antikythera that might help assist the Dawnbringers to become a little bit closer to where we need to be to face our enemies.
I have some ideas. You see,
Egg.
at any moment, at any place in Tylea, there are people in need who seek guidance, who seek respite, who seek assistance. If I was to take a guess, and I don't often do so, I would say that in almost any of these islands around the Cerulean Gulf, people are in need for someone to help them. Scorpion Island was one of them, yes. But if your question is where to go in order to improve your skills, to acquire more power, so to speak, then there may be a couple of options available to us. Though one of them would be a last resort.
Well, please keep in mind that every member of the Dawnbringers is as only good as the power that they have in combat. As I am the only one, with an exception of Bo on occasions, I just don't know him well enough to fully vouch for him in the knowledge resource department, but he seemed to fare pretty well on the island by himself, so we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. So besides that factor, the entire party is really bad in communications or anything having to do with using their brains. They're all bronze, so we unfortunately need to find a way to either make them more brainy or buff their bronze, if that makes sense.
So you're looking for a way to test their metal, but in a, shall we say, combat level that you believe they can take on. Is this correct?
Yes, because we will fail, everyone will die if they do not evolve.
Well, when the journey first started, I overheard some of the sailors speak about a particularly, what they made sound like a dangerous creature. A chimera of sorts that has been hunting around the Cerulean Gulf for quite a couple of weeks already. If we follow the rumors, I believe I can pinpoint where in which island this chimera is. Should provide a sufficient enough challenge, but a, shall we say, appropriate one for you and your allies.
And just curious, would this be a water fight on our ship?
Well, the future is quite uncertain. But chimeras aren't often aquatic.
Oh, just totally based off of the rumors. Have the rumors mainly been based off of waterbound fighting or landlocked fighting? Or
From
mixture?
the stories that I've heard of the crew, it sounds like ships are attacked by the creature before they reach the shores of its place of dwelling, somewhere at sea. But
Okay.
I believe that if we were to follow it as it leaves, we might reach its nest or other form of well, I suppose a place of rest.
Okay. Well, a chimera. Don't I need chimera's blood?
Yeah, you
Where
needed
is
it for your magic item. I forgot which one.
Where's the forge? Is it blood or do I need a whole head? I feel like a whole head is very, very unnecessary. One second. Where I haven't opened up the forge in forever. I don't even remember where it's located.
I don't remember.
Sorry. I'm looking for the forge.
The head. You need the head for the staff
goat.
of healing.
Oh, so the goat's head of a chimera.
And you also need Gorgon blood.
Oh yeah. Well, we fucked up the Gorgon blood, so never mind.
Oof.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Do you need the Antikythera to help navigate to this location, or is this a heading that I could just give the captain and they should know the whereabouts of a direction?
It should be simple enough. It's a constellation that is very easily identifiable, or so I've been told. She kinda looks at the Antikythera device and says, in fact, you may activate it right now. Do you activate it?
Sure, I'll activate it.
You turn the gears of the Antikythera device and whoosh, the sort of like illusory display of the constellations appears in a couple of feet above you. you begin to turn the the device, and it kind of shifts in between all of the constellations. Give me a second while I do something in the background. Here we go. This is the map to the stars. You see as you begin to turn, and right around where you're in the constellation of the Trickster, Bercy kind of puts her hand out of like, stop right there. That's the one. And she says, this, I believe, will lead us to the location we need. If you want more information, I suppose you can always ask Kyra to tell you the story of the constellation.
Which constellation?
Constellation of the Trickster.
The low key. Of the low key.
Constellation of the Trickster.
It's the one at the bottom right of the image. Resembles some form of kind of like a flower.
Does the moon look like it got eaten in the picture? It got that Sonic Adventures destruction.
So do you make sure that the Antikythera is navigating you to this constellation?
Yeah. And then we'll ask RT as well.
Okay. In that case, you bring up the Antikythera device to the deck, and make sure to give the appropriate information to the navigators. Tell Captain Porunga, Captain Porunga, to command the crew to sail off towards the constellation of the Trickster, following the path of stars ahead of you. As this happens, before we move on to the to whatever it is you're going to be asking Kyra, does anybody else do anything as this is happening?
Is it morning or is it
like?
This is still
Also,
in
were we
the
all there to witness this?
this is in the day of you guys leaving the island.
Oh, then I'm ask Pythor when I get back to training.
You catch him sort of like mid TED talk with the centaurs. About about how to get gains, basically. And he looks at you, he excuses himself from the centaurs, and then turns to look at you and says, "Yes, is there anything I can help you with, Derek?"
Yeah, Pythor. I was wondering when we could get back to training. Would it be tomorrow or the next day?
Eager to
I really
get
want
back
to get
to
this
it,
thing
huh?
going.
Well, I can probably just start whenever, to be completely honest with you. We can start tomorrow if that's what you prefer. I believe
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe.
I believe enough has happened for today. Enough excitement for today has happened. So tomorrow morning, be there or don't be there at all.
Well, I'm gonna be there because we're in the exact same ship. So okay, all right, got it.
Anybody else doing anything?
Were we there to witness the conversation with Xandri, or did that happen in private?
Would you have wanted it in private, Xandri?
Wait, what? Which conversation?
With Versi.
The extended one you had with yeah.
Oh, I went to Versailles by myself. In case a bitch fight happened.
I think what Bouxfhades' question was. What Bouxfhades' question was.
No, I mean, like, as far as we're aware, do we know everything that happened?
Mm-hmm.
No, what?
Like as far as we're aware, do we know everything that's happened? Like where that you use the anti-Katera device and that we're on the way to,
I would
do we know
I
all
would
of
just
that?
tell you guys that we're gonna go fight the Chimera.
Okay. So we don't get all the details. That's what I was trying to figure out. And I do nothing because
Okay.
I don't know any details. So
Drakgar, anything?
I don't think I got anything. No. I'm trying to look at my notes, but I'm not seeing anything I wanted to do.
Well, in that case, Sandri, you approach Kyra once you've given the indications of the constellation to the rest of the crew. What do you do?
I asked her about the trickster.
She looks at you and says, "Oh, right, constellation of the trickster. Oh man. Well, there's a this a bit. This is actually one of my favorites. She kind of borrows or asks rather. May I? Kind of gesturing at the Antikythera device. Do you allow her to use the device?
Yeah, I'll give it to Kyra.
She kind of shifts the dials and the image projects, up above, and she says, "See those stars right there? The ones that are shaped like a flower? That's, as Versi may have told you, the constellation of the trickster. The story goes that once there was a nobleman of sorts who was very proud of rose gardens that bloomed on his property. Those roses eventually attracted the attention of a certain trickster goddess whose name has been long forgotten. Not me, by the way. I just need to throw it out there.
Can I insight check her because you said that?
You can insight check her.
I didn't think about it until she said it.
She seems to be. Well, it kind of almost sounds like she's trying to make up like parts of the story. You can tell her in tone of voice she's embellishing some details already, even though she hasn't really like gotten started too much. You don't believe that she is talking about her, but it sounds like, like she may be more familiar with the story that she's leading on. She says, yeah, no, not me, by the way, just need to throw it out there. Well, as it turns out, the goddess indeed admired the nobleman's flowers. But she didn't really like his boasting, shall we say. Because, well, it wasn't him who tended to the gardens. It was his servants. They are the ones that deserve the praise. All the credit. So, the nobleman made a wager of sorts to the goddess. That if he could grow a field of red roses without the aid of his servants, then she must agree to marry him. She agreed, and for the next year, the nobleman tended a, plot of land in his gardens with his own 2 hands, planting the seeds, cultivating the soil, watering, weeding, every day and every night. It was a humbling experience, to say the least. Well, as you might imagine, a nobleman like this one was very alien to back-breaking work. But eventually, it paid off. The seeds eventually took root and they grew. And when the bushes finally flowered, the petals were white. The goddess had switched the seeds long ago to teach the man a lesson. Now, this story probably doesn't relate too much to what you're going to be doing in this island if you're doing what I think you're doing. But, well, I suppose if there's a lesson to be taken away from this story, is that sometimes a little bit of trickery is needed to get to make sure that your bad people learn lessons. Take that as you will. I know I will. She kind of smirks a little bit, and the rest of the crew who were kind of like sitting around listening to the story finally kind of stand up and resume their duties once the story time is over. To go down and talk to Moxena. Ah, okay, Brody. Let me just trace the pathway that is gonna be taken here. Here we go. You're going to this island. Different color. It's going to make bad things to my OCD. Bouxfhades, you decide to go look for Moxena.
I'll do it. Don't worry. I'll make the line.
You decide to go to Moxena. You have a hard time finding her, even in a enclosed space such as the ship. Instead, it's almost as if she realizes that you were looking for her. And before you know it, when you're starting to turn around the corner, you hear a voice from behind you as the Lady of Coins, Moxia, appears. She says, were you looking for me?
Turn around and I say, yes, I was. You're really hard to find for someone who's in an enclosed space.
Well, I am pretty good at what I do. So...
Oh, fair enough. Well, I mostly just wanted to come down and see how you were handling things. You've been on our journey with us, but we haven't really had a whole lot of interaction.
Well, mostly by design, I will tell you that much. I have been, keeping my distance, make sure that we don't cross any boundaries that don't need to be crossed. After all, your team and I have a very specific agreement. I shall guide them directly towards Hexia, in an effort to help your friend's mother. And in return, I ask that they help me deal with some unfinished business back at the island of Themis.
Oh, well, they didn't clue me in on this. So,
Well.
you want to tell me what the agreement was? Because no one ever told me.
Well, would you look at that? Seems like they're treating you, seems like you are the secondary muscle of the crew.
Feels like it.
Need to know bases and all of that? I understand. Well, if you must know, let's just say that your friends and I met under a very specific set of circumstances. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We were enemies. But now we're associates of sorts.
Yeah, we're dealing with another one of those right now. So it seems to be the common theme around here.
So, I noticed. Chandras, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I am familiar with the man.
Well, he's actually the reason I wanted to talk to you.
Oh?
I was just wondering if you, by chance, knew anything about him that could be helpful to our current predicament.
Well, it was a stage of my life that I'm not eager to recount, but let's just say that at some point him and I were close.
Oh. Well, do you by chance know anything about these weird bug-like bodyguards he has?
Oh, the demon of sorts, I believe. It's. Well, they are native to some form of strange dimension or world, whatever you wish to call it. I tend to steer clear enough away from such things. The most that I know about such creatures is that they work for, well, in exchange for some form of payment. Be it, well, money, surprisingly enough, or in some cases, well, secrets. Anything that you can turn into some form of currency, they will accept as long as it interests them.
Is it possible to turn them against their master if you have something worth more value than their master?
Theoretically, it could. But well, since I'm not familiar with what deal Chandras may have with this specific entity, I can't exactly tell you what item or sum of money or anything would be enough to make them, well, end their agreement. I will say, however, if they are this type of demons, well, are what they say they are, they might just be stupid enough and, well, to a sense, loyal enough to see a job through to its end before accepting a new one.
Well, that's very helpful. Um, do you have any plans on talking to or rekindling with Chandras?
Oh gods, no. Don't get me wrong, he was a very attentive partner back in the day, but our paths went completely different directions. He started joining his, well, little cult of Lutheria, and I decided to make a name for myself.
Hmm. So, does he know that you're here on the boat, or do
He,
you
mo-
assume he knows?
he most
He
certainly
seems to know a
does.
lot of things.
He most certainly does, I'm sure. In fact, on the way back from the island of Yonder, on the way from the island of Yonder to this island, we did speak, but only as much as we needed to.
Fair enough. And I don't want to pry, but I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't going to be any crazy problems or anything, you know.
No, I assure you, while his presence was a bit of a surprise at first, I have no intention of, well, going back to that stage of my life. We are different people now, and we have gone our separate ways.
Well, that's fair enough. I won't bother you any further. I just wanted to, like I said, gather some information if I could, and I appreciate your time.
Well, that's new. Concern. I haven't seen that in a while.
Well, I'm a pretty nice guy when you get to know me. Just saying. Most people don't want to get to know me though.
She kind of raises an eyebrow. It's kind of hard to tell because her hood kind of covers, obscures some of her features, but she does seem to kind of have this expression of like, curiosity almost. She says, "I'm surprised your teammates haven't made the effort to get to know you, considering how much of a bleeding heart they tend to be."
What the fuck
Yeah,
do we
well,
have
they're a
time for
little
questions?
they're a little more focused on not dying at the moment. So I'll give them a pass.
She nods along and says, "Very well. Not that it matters too much for me anyway. Your team's relationship with myself is entirely one of convenience and business. Well, that and the fact that they decided to not cut my head off upon our first meeting."
Well, yeah, that's typically a good way to start a meeting. But hopefully, maybe
Right.
once I'm a little more well off, I have a few more things that I think you might be able to acquire for me. But I currently am a little shy on funds, so we may talk later.
Well, you need not worry about being shy on funds. It's not like I have a direct access on some form of supply line way out here in the ocean.
Oh, fair enough. I just know you seem to be able to get things that others can't.
Well, I am pretty good.
Well, for the time being, I think we'll we'll come back to this conversation. But it was really good talking to you, and if you ever need to talk to anybody, just let me know.
She almost chuckles a little bit and she says, "If I get lonely, you'll be the first to know."
Just not in the same way that you got to know Chandras, hopefully.
She sort of has like a double take of like, is that what you thought I meant?
Bell lets out a loud, both of these lets out a loud chuckle. And I just say, I'm just messing with you.
She kinda raises an eyebrow and says, "Well, I must say, if it wasn't for that slightly odd sensation you give off, I would be interested, but perhaps at another date."
Well, we'll just shelf that conversation for later.
Getting bashful so soon? Very well.
Oh, God.
Be on your way. I'll get back to my own business.
Okay. Well, you have a nice evening.
She disappears into the shadows.
Then I just return to my room for the night and go to sleep.
Alright. Drakgar says, "Can I go check on the dragon egg?" You can. To remind you exactly how the dragon egg situation. It is I believe, a bronze dragon egg that has been placed inside a large, almost coffin-sized, container of sorts. The container itself is pretty heavy, and if you were to open it, you would see this sort of like cushioned, velvety interior of sorts that seems to resemble more some form of a incubator, I suppose, than a coffin. A perfect place to store a dragon egg such as this. What were you checking up on it for, Drakgar?
Basically, does it still look healthy, or does it look like it might hatch soon, or anything?
Make me a nature check.
Oh.
That is a... Whoosh.
Too bad it wasn't survival.
Well, 12. What can I tell you with 12? Okay. It doesn't seem like it has lost any coloration, if that's what you were worried about. It doesn't seem like, the life, so to speak, inside it has gone still or anything. It does, however, kind of feel like, it's in some form of stasis, almost. With a 12, you don't know why, you don't know how, you probably don't know a lot about dragons in general. It seems, however, it's like on a state of, yes, it's keeping its heat, but it's also doesn't seem like it's hatching. It's a bit confusing for you.
So it looks like it's healthy, but it doesn't look like it's growing or anything?
Correct.
Okay.
Like, seeing as this is a metallic dragon egg, there is actually some degree of almost like a scaly-like pattern of sorts on it. that seemed to still keep the same luster that it had when you first laid eyes upon it when your journey through the seas started. Again, it doesn't seem like there's any progress, on its hatching.
Okay.
And also,
Lizzie walks up to Drac and nuzzles him and like starts thumping his tail on the ground
because it wants to eat it. Also, Bouxfhades, that would kill it. Bronze dragons are not immune to fire damage. Those are brass dragons, and are immune to fire. But yes, is there anything else you wanted to check on the egg for?
No, that's it for now.
Okay.
Do we know how many days this journey's gonna take?
Well, it'll depend entirely on what you roll in this D100 that I need one of you to roll.
I want to say that during our journey, during the mornings and afternoons, I'm teaching the centaurs about the world, like the history and past events, current events, and like I'll be like using like illusions and like drawn pictures on parchments to like help teach them further. So it's not just like me talking. I'm like actually trying to make it 3D and active.
Well, for that, you yourself are gonna have to give me a couple of history checks. Because, well, I would imagine what you can teach is limited to what your own knowledge is.
Yes. Well, essentially, I am teaching them my own knowledge. Not like knowledge outside of what my character would not proficiently know.
So yeah, make me a history check.
Can I guide myself?
Sure.
I mean, I'm proficient in history, but I never roll.
Ooh. First lesson goes off to a rough start. It's, they seem to have a hard time focusing. It's clearly like some of them don't, while they speak common, some of them don't, if you were using some form of written material or anything like that, some of them don't actually, know how to write in common. Sylvan, however, if you know Sylvan, they are definitely pretty fluent in that. What's it called? It's, you more or less chalk this up to the fact that this is the first lesson. They're kind of, they're probably not used to being taught this kind of things.
No worries. In the afternoon, I'll reconvene for things.
What's it called? What's to make the head guy your battle body, but you failed. It's less that you failed, it's that you didn't really try. No, but it was more like, well, now that there's this duty, I guess he can't really be leaving the island because he has to help everybody else. But yes, that was an 81. Okay. It's gonna take only, shall we say, only 2 days to get to the next island.
We're at 66 days for everyone's knowledge, if you're putting it in your journal.
What?
We're at 66 days if you're putting it in your journal.
How are we at 66? The counter just said we had 71 days. 71 minus 2.
The counter's a liar because I don't know how to change it.
Oh no! I thought I gave you.
I'm
access
keeping
to
track of it in my journal.
I thought I gave you access to the thing.
No,
yeah,
probably did. I just don't know what.
Yeah, no, it says can be edited. Yeah. Can be edited by all players.
Can we actually take a small pause for the map real quick?
Okay, yeah.
Can we? Cassie does not know which island is which. Which island is the island for Hexia? Which one is the island for the volcano where the dragon eggs are? Which one is the island for the volcano for Bouxfhades? Like, I don't know
We
which
don't.
islands are
We don't.
corresponding to where we actually need to go.
This
We
is
don't-
well, this is in the handout of the player's maps to the stars. If you scroll down, it tells you what constellation represents what island.
Yeah, and we don't necessarily know which volcano has the dragon eggs. We just have to guess. And I have assumptions, but I
It's
don't.
the one that was north, right?
Well, the island for me is 13, Typhoon.
Because no, we were actually told what island the volcano was with the eggs. That
I don't
island
think we
also
were.
corresponds with an island with Pythor's sibling as well, correct?
You mean Sidon's sibling?
Sidon's sibling, correct? That's like it captured somewhere. But I feel like we have so much knowledge.
You were told that there are some Titans who were Lutherius and Sidon's siblings who were imprisoned in some of these islands. One of them was in a volcano.
Yeah, they never told us a specific.
How many fucking volcanoes are there?
There's quite a few, but I
Apparently-
personally.
Apparently more
I
than one.
have
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Bouxfhades. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I was just saying, out of character, I have two assumptions, but I was not part of that conversation, so my assumptions have to stay with me.
No, wait. Everybody was literally there for the conversation about all of his siblings being captured.
Are you
Our
sure
whole-
that's where that I literally have a note that says I cannot share this knowledge.
We were literally all talking to the Lotus Witch.
Well, good thing we have video evidence of this, huh?
Right.
Wait, did we leave Bouxfhades outside or something? No, he was there.
I'm
We all
pretty
went.
sure I was not. We'd have to go back and look, to be honest. Because
You
I'm
and
pretty
me
sure I
were
was
there.
not.
You and me were there the first time, and then we were all there the second time.
Yeah, so no, you have the knowledge about this.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, then I personally think that it's either on island 2 or 4, which I can't remember the names of them. I lost the star map chart, but I think it's island 2 or 4 because they're north and they have volcanoes.
Well, 4 is the island of, well, the current island that you're heading to, which is, as far as Versy's information goes, roughly around the area where the Chimera has been spotted.
Right. There's a volcano there if the number on the map is correct.
I don't believe there is, but we'll see.
If you look right below, if you look right below the number 4 on the map, there's a volcano.
There is, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be, what's it called? I'll say this much, that volcano is probably pretty fucking small compared to what you're told. Probably not big enough to contain a Titan. What's it called?
Fair enough. Look, all I'm saying
It's a
is the
dwarf
artist
titan.
drew a volcano, so I put it in my notes as a volcano.
Hey man, well then take the complaint to whoever drew this fucking map.
Fair enough.
All right.
But no,
Once
we
get,
have
like,
66 days. Once we get
once
to the
we
island,
get
we have
closer
66
to the
days.
island on the last day, I will summon our party up top, and I'm going to ritually cast water walking on all of us.
Well,
I'd also like to talk to Pythor before we get there.
yes. On the morning of the, well, here's what does happen on the way to the island. It's less of a random encounter, more so of a encounter, so to speak. While you're around towards the end of the first day of the journey, you spot a couple of a bit of movement, shall we say, in the water. The movement appears to be, well, some form of large entity that at first you might have been taken aback, especially some of you who are not really familiar with the life at sea and the type of creatures that you would see in the ocean. You would notice that there's multiple of these creatures out in the water. Oh, there's something
I
happening?
didn't mean to do that.
Okay. What's it called? And there's multiple of these creatures out there in the water. In fact, a couple of the crew members are like, something starboard. I can't tell what it is, but there's a lot of them. As you would turn over, you would see around 6 or so of these creatures moving around in the water. These large whales seem to be making their way, almost as if they're swimming alongside the ultras for a couple of nautical miles. They don't.
Can I activate my pendant? Speak with them?
You want to speak with animals?
Yeah. I have that ring that allows me to speak with animals.
Okay. In that case, you activate speak with animals. What do you do?
I go and I speak whale. I go into the ship, and
Just like Dory from Finding Nemo.
in a very Dory way. I'll be like, is it like midday or?
This is towards like the night, because it's towards the end of on the first day of travel.
I will speak whale overboard to them and be like, "Good evening, fellow guys. What may we owe the pleasure of your visit?"
At this point, 2 more of the whales come a little bit closer to the surface, and you see one of them has in its jaws some form of squid-like creature that is roughly half the size of the whale itself.
Oh, do you need help with that?
They don't answer at first, but you do hear a response from one of them, the one that came up to the surface ahead of the rest. Something among the lines of, "Your vessel is big. Too big. You hunt these as well?"
No, we don't hunt squid. I think that's a squid. Do you need help hunting squid?
We do not. But careful, little one. For there is an even bigger squid in the waters.
There are giant squid?
There's a bit of a pause before another one of the whales surfaces and speaks. Again, this is for everybody else. They're just doing, whale sounds. Ooh, type of thing. It's only Exandri who understands.
I tap on her shoulder for the 3rd time. I say, "Hey, are those things edible or not?"
Are what edible in English?
The big fish in the water.
We're not killing some whales.
I didn't ask if we were killing them. I asked if they were edible.
Everything is edible. I roll my eyes and go back to speaking whale.
If you're brave enough. What's it called? You can start eating the ship at any moment, Bouxfhades. You heard it here first. Anything is edible.
I jokingly gnaw on Xandri's ankle.
I throw him overboard for fish food for the orcas.
She can't lift me. Lies.
Lizzie comes over to assist.
Yeah.
You ask, do you need help hunting this or hauling this? And they say, "No, Thank you. But be careful with the larger one. When it's
Is-
around, the waters grow tireless. As if
He
it,
said when the what grows what gets tireless.
when it is around, the waters grow tireless. Restless. My bad. That's the word I meant.
As in like the waves get like really
Get
sporadic.
really, really strong. And
Okay.
the same whale follows that up by saying, "You don't want to mess with it, for it is bigger than any of our catch. It might even topple your strange vehicle."
I nod my head at the fact that the orca knows what a vehicle is. Pretty intelligent orca. And
Pretty
then
smart
in
creature.
whale, I say back, which transfers to, do you guys need our help getting rid of the squid?
There's a pause before the first one speaks up again and says, "We avoid it when necessary. You should too."
Thank you, my friends. You may travel alongside our vessel for a while if you wish.
We
While you eat
will.
your squids.
We will not. You see as they submerge back into the surface, and soon enough, even though it is kind of nighttime, so the water's a little bit murky and well, not murky, but dark, and it's kind of hard to tell the finer details. You believe they start tearing the squid apart while underwater.
I will relay to the captain to try and stay clear of any super restless water for the night, and that there is apparently a ginormous squid that could take on the size of our vessel in these waters. The whole time I'm talking, Bo and Drac are literally rolling around and play fighting on the ship.
Somehow, it seems like Bouxfhades has the upper hand. His strength rivaling that of giants. But yes, that's really the only thing that happens on the way to the next island. Meaning only 2 days pass, and on the dawn of the second day of travel, you arrive at your destination. What appears to be a kind of small, a series, I would say, of small islands, an archipelago of sorts, that the largest one, quote unquote, appears to be a, how do I put this? Appears to be kind of like this crescent moon shaped sort of like island with a large lagoon towards the center that not impossible to traverse with a vessel. Perhaps one of the size of the Ultras might not fare as well in the shallower waters.
Time to break out dinghy number 3.
What you can tell, however, is that all of the smaller islands around the crescent moon-shaped ones present some form of like crags to them, mountainous terrain and the like, that provides some form of concealment, I suppose, depending on which angle you approach the island. There are no signs of civilization as far as you can tell. However, those of you with more keener eyes would be able to tell that towards the center of the lagoon, there is a number of seemingly abandoned, looking ships that are all over the shore of the crescent moon shaped island. Most look relatively intact, but some, even from a distance, you can kind of tell they've begun to show signs of age and rot. Only really like the ships, the bulks of this of these vessels can really be noted as far as discernible features go. In at least in the outer, shall we say, segments of the island. At this point, I have to ask, what is everyone's passive perception?
295. I was joking.
200.
It's like 18 or 17.
How do I
You
tell
see
that?
all.
17.
Okay. Actually,
I
type it in the chat just so I have noted down for future reference.
What is passive perception?
It's right below all of your stats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. I
It's
feel
right
like
below
perception.
charisma.
Left side right below
So
skill.
basically, on your sheet, in the left side how it says like strength, constitution, dexterity, all of that. Towards below below all of that, there should be a little square that says passive wisdom and in parentheses perception.
Got it. I see it now. Thank you.
So 13. So 13, 17, 13. I could have sworn Derek was here as well.
He died.
Derek! Pumo!
Eric would have helped me eat the whale.
Yes, I'm here. The dog's still screaming in the background.
Okay. What is your passive perception? Is
I'm
one or two?
screaming, so I'm muted.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's 13 too.
13 as well? Alright. So... Xander would see this ahead of everybody else, but I'll say to a certain extent, everybody else would see it too. You are basically within relative distance of the of the islands, to the point where, like I said, you can tell all of these details that I previously described. Before you start noticing that something is visible. There is this thing, the silhouette in the distance, that is visible flying, approaching your location seemingly. At first you believe it to be some form of strange, flying entity. Perhaps some form of bird, albeit a very large one. Except now that it's coming better into view, where its silhouette doesn't quite, it's not quite obscured as it's, flying with the sun on its back. Sort of like creating this shadow that makes it a little bit undiscernible. You begin to see the creature appears to have, well, 2 wings, obviously. But the closer it gets, the more it seems like, well, you start noticing some extra features. 4 legs, seemingly. 1, 2, 3 heads. It seems to be rapidly flying into your location, and it is at this point that it lets out this massive roar, as it approaches. And I need to move you guys to the next map. As you see this gigantic, well, not gigantic, well, not as big as the Ultras, I'll tell you that much. But it is fucking huge. Creature approaching the vessel. The soldiers who are looking at this with you guys turn in shock horror, as if saying, "Here it comes! Here it comes!" As this entity with the body of a lion the head, the wings of a dragon, and 3 heads, one of a lion, one of a goat, and one of the dragon, are, approaching your location. Can everybody roll me initiative?
What are we gonna be taking our break?
Actually, what time is it? Sure.
8.
We'll take the quick 5-minute break, and and you guys can roll initiative now or after the break, your choice. We'll take this opportunity to take our break.
Guys, I have a really bad feeling.
Let's
Hey,
just
alright.
do rollies. Let's just roll a d20.
Alright.
Whoever rolls higher goes first.
All right, we're back. Hey, you rolled the exact same thing. I mean, if that's what you want, I was just gonna give it to you, like give the first turn to you. But if you want to roll off, if you want to roll, then let's do it.
Let's do rollies.
Let's do it.
Let's do rollies. Rolling a d20.
Oh,
Well, isn't that unfortunate?
I got my not one out of the way.
18.2.
Suspense on that loading was ridiculous.
I'll say, did we spend 1 minute observing it? Sadly, no. It was not fast.
no.
It was a little bit too fast to reach your ship.
I was worth a shot.
I forgot to roll the centaurs into initiative.
Like, this is not accurate. I would not be here. Where's like the thing to the upstairs?
How the hell are you gonna roll a 1 on it?
I'm gonna, here's what I'm gonna
Most
do.
accurately, I'd probably be over here with Wizzy.
I'm gonna roll a singular initiative for the centaurs and a singular initiative for the soldiers to just make it simpler for us. Good job, centaurs.
Oh god.
Someone's cat did not approve of that nat 1 initiative.
Sorry, I'll move him.
Centaur.
Did we never rolled on anything if Wizzy got the level up with us, did we? No, because he's at this.
I forgot. I keep forgetting. Kyra and Pythor are permanently exhausted because they broke the storm earlier in the story. You know what? Chandra's not even in the upper deck. He saw the Chimera arrive and was like, later.
As he leaves into the ship, I just call him a pussy as we move on.
Alright, so here we go. Descending order on a turn. Hold on, let me move the thing over here. There we go. Din, 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 din. Fire and Kythor are over here.
Hey, as far as my information, I don't know how much my character, I guess Bouxfhades himself knows about chimeras. Is it impervious to like regular damage, or do you have to use magical damage?
Roll me a history or nature check.
Ooh.
12? You're not sure. As far as you're aware, you've never heard of stories of, people needing to use magical weapons. But you're not sure if that means they're just resistant or, they are not resistant at all. This is hard to tell. So disadvantage.
Fair enough.
Fucking aim. So the Chimera goes first.
What?
And oh boy, is it gonna be a fucking doozy. Because this is not your grandma's Chimera. It's an ancient Chimera.
My grandma has a chimera?
We'll see.
What?
Where's that boy at? Bring
Did
him
you
out.
just drop some spoilers here?
No, that was just it's just a figure of speech.
I'm having a talk with my grandma after this.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to move it
Chimera.
just yet. I'm trying to measure out how, how feasible it would be for it to fly to one of yous. So, could go over here. Could go over here. You guys look more meaty over here. This is gonna go after Bouxfhades, Drakgar, and Derek. So you see as it makes a mad dive towards this segment of the ship. Gets to around here. 45 feet. Lowers a little bit, 45 feet to the ground. Let's measure this out, shall we?
Oof.
I need Derek, Drakgar, and Bouxfhades to make me a dexterity saving throw. As the Chimera makes a dive towards the ship, now roughly going, I'll say, lowering its distance a little bit more. You see as the dragon head on its right side kind of takes a deep breath and then lets go this stream of fire
Can't do it.
towards you. Drakgar, you have advantage on dex saves. You have danger sense.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. I was
Uh,
thinking of fanatical
well,
focused.
I'm waiting for Derek's.
Can I have an advantage since I'm hiding behind the boat?
I'll give you. I'll give you half cover. But even that's not gonna be enough for this. Like.
Fair enough. I'll take the half cover.
Derek, where's your dex save?
What the heck is that?
I like how we rolled the exact same thing.
No, right?
The number was me just trying to measure how many more feet in the air is it now that it dived down to take the shot.
Did Derek roll? Derek?
Derek.
Oh,
again.
again, Porunga said I could play his character, so can I have
Oh
Porunga?
shit! Yeah, sorry. Give me one moment. I'll give you access to Porunga's sheet in a moment. You can roll him into initiative. He should be somewhere there at the back of the ship. Where is?
I mean, you should be the captain
see him.
roll, correct?
My bad.
All right,
I mean, if he's a
Derek.
good captain, he should be piloting the ship.
Derek, if
Yeah,
you're,
he should be at the helm.
yeah, Derek, if you're here, I need you to roll me a dex save.
Okay.
There it is.
You should have access to Porunga's sheet now, Alexandri.
Thank you.
Oof. Bro
So,
has 6.
only
and
Drakgar
less than us.
succeeds.
Oh.
You see as well the stream of fire jets out from the Chimera's dragon mouth, and just engulfs this entire segment of the ship. Thankfully, the Ultros is made out of some rather resilient enchanted wood, and therefore can take a bit of punishment. You guys, on the other hand, are less lucky. Oh my god. This is gonna suck. I hope you guys have enough health to survive this, because otherwise, oof.
This ball to bring us here. Was it?
Oh.
Not again! Not again!
Really?
Is it your... You die, blame her.
So,
Oh my god.
Ain't no
Those-
way at 13 HP. What the f...
You should be at full HP, bro.
I am. I'm at 13. I'm at 13 now.
So I take half,
That's
right?
why
with
I
a
thought.
massive gust,
Blame you.
jet of flame shooting from the dragon's mouth, Bouxfhades and Derek are like almost instantly burned to a crisp. they managed to just at the last second duck down, receiving some nasty burns, but otherwise still alive. Drakgar, you dodge out of the way, your leg being caught in the fire just a little bit. Could have been a lot worse.
Binge.
That is the Chimera's action. It is now 15 feet closer to the ground. Well, 15 feet off the deck of the ship. That's it for its turn. Exandri.
How high up in the air is it now? Oh, actually,
15 feet from the deck.
Porunga's now second because he rolled a 19 for initiative, so it's Porunga's turn.
In that case, let me reorder the turn order. There we go. Well, I'll let
Porunga's
Porunga.
gonna see what just happened, and
Go ahead.
he's just up at his helm, and he just see what happened, and he's just gonna be like, "Oh shit," and then he's going to. God damn, his spell list sucks. Wait, is he fully leveled up? Is this really all the spells like?
You guys should be level 7 by now. So if he didn't take his extra level up, then that's on him. I specify we had 2 weeks of not playing to level up your characters.
He's going to. Ooh. He
Just
will.
Firebolt, easy. Just firebolt him, easy.
He's gonna be like, guys, do you know if it has any resistances to, those of you who have lived on this earth longer? So I know what type of spells to use. Till then, magic missiles. It'll just use magic missiles at 3rd level.
Okay.
But essentially, he also asked if anybody has lore to if chimeras are like resistant to like ice, fire, or stuff like that, because he only has fire.
Earth, fire, and wind.
Well, you guys can make a nature check, all of you. But yes, holy shit. 40 fucking points of damage. So roll me
I
your.
don't know shit. I was just muscle, okay?
Oh, he got a nat 20 on a nature check. Does he know if they're like weak to fire or anything?
Porunga would kind of be like, "Hey guys, do you know? Actually, never mind. I know."
He's like, "Oh wait, my knowledge. It's sorry guys, I didn't get a lot of sleep."
He's lagging like an Internet Explorer.
You would know that though chimeras present traits from various animals, and sometimes not animals, like dragons, they are not actually particularly immune or resistant more often than not, against the elements that they represent. Strange, but that's just how chimeras work.
Oh, okay, so he can't hit them with fire then.
You can certainly try.
Alright.
Also, Bouxfhades, I know you took out the chunk from your health. Did you remember that you're
Well, I did not. So does that mean I don't take any damage?
No, you take 20. You still you take half of the damage once you're
half?
resistant. Yes.
Okay, half.
Even though you failed, you take
Got
half. So 20 points.
Got it. Okay. I
Uh,
appreciate that.
I'm just saying because you just recently got the item, so I'm letting you know how it works.
No, I thought it just gave me strength. I completely forgot about the fire resistance.
Also, roll me the
Alright.
5 magic missiles that the Porunga is shooting.
Well, since he knows that they're not resistant to fire, he won't use magic missile. I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to quicken spell Firebolt after Fireball after Fireball, and use 2 fireballs.
You can
I can do
cast
that, right?
2 level spells in the same turn. I know Baldur's Gate says you can. That's not actually how the rules work in the game. What's it called? So you can make one of them a fireball. The other one has to be a cantrip.
Oh, it has to be a cantrip?
Yes.
Because it says it changes the casting time to 1 bonus action.
Yes.
Oh, but it's still a level spell.
Yeah, still a
Okay,
level
okay, yeah. So I'll still use 2 sorcery points to make it a fireball. Fireball. Yeah, fireball. Okay, sorry. Fireball is located. Firebolt. Where the fuck? There it is. And then, right as the fireball hits, he's going to use that cantrip, which will be a I gotta talk to this boy about spells. God damn. Which will be a fire bolt that goes straight through it, and hopefully aiming for the which head spewed out the fire? All of them?
No, the dragon head specifically spewed out the fire. But
Okay, so
here's the thing about ancient chimeras. They have magic resistance, meaning has advantage in saving throws against magic. So that's a 21. Makes it. Takes half of the fire damage, which would be, where since D&D runs down, that would be 15. And then Firebolt, a 19. Let me check if that hits. 19 will hit. So takes an additional 12 points of damage from the Firebolt. So you guys see as Porunga kind of stands out from his captain's chair, hears the voice of Esther at the back of his head saying, I was starting to think the hat was just for show. As Porunga straightens his captain's hat, points upwards, and two blasts of fire shoot out. One of them explodes, and the other one's more like a localized, a single shot against the Chimera. The shot finds his mark. The Chimera manages to swiftly, mostly, dodge out of the way.
Then he's going to shout because he's in captain mode right now. He's going to be like, everybody, spread out. Don't group.
Okay.
And he'll end his turn.
Alright. In that case. One moment. The Chimera already did. Exandria, it's your turn. Actually. Yeah, no, Exandria, it's your turn. Go ahead.
How high up in the air is this Chimera?
15 feet from the upper deck.
15 feet, I slap it with a tidal wave.
Can you put tidal wave in the chat real quick?
Drown it.
I'm gonna try and slap it with a wave into the water to, like, wet its wings so it can't fly proficiently. But let me just make sure I read this correctly earlier. 1 second. You can choose following effects.
What kind of wings does it have?
You cause the water.
It's dragon wings. Duh.
Yes, they kind of.
I don't think water's gonna help.
It looked like
dragon
scaly, leathery dragon wings of sorts.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
not
don't think
feather
water's
wings,
gonna
okay.
help.
I mean, you put the description of tidal wave in the chat.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just making sure it's what I do.
I was gonna point this out. You guys tell me that dragons don't spew fire, but this dragon / Chimera spews fire. Maybe you guys look crazy, not me. Just saying. I'm not reading this I'm not reading this essay.
Is control water, not tidal wave.
Well, yeah. I essentially want it in the water, though. To, like, try and push it in the water.
Too long didn't read, because that's really long.
Until the spell ends, you control.
That's an essay right there. I'm good.
Flood. You cast the water level to rise of all standing water in the area to rise as much as 20 feet. It's a short flooding water spills over into land. It reaches an area large where the water is create 20-foot tall wave that travels from one side of the earth to the other. A 20-foot tall wave that travels from one side.
How tall is a ship?
A ship is pretty tall. That's what I want to figure out, how big you can manipulate the water. Any huge or smaller vehicles in the water. The water level remains elevated until the spell ends. If the effect was away, the wave repeats the surge next turn by flood. Barred water, you cast water. From what I understand, let me just double check. Here.
If it's still too high, I wouldn't cast it.
Because the ship itself, it's pretty tall. Like the Ultras is pretty tall above the, like the upper deck's pretty tall above the water. I'm sorry to say, I believe,
It's still too high up in the air.
Yeah, it's still too high up in the air for the water to rise up and get it. I can allow you to do something else, however.
Yeah, because it could go up 25 feet, but I don't know how high it.
Yeah, no, it would not quite be able to get it. Like basically, 25 feet is roughly what the Ultra's height is. So it would only
Okay.
be able to reach like just barely the upper deck.
Okay. Then instead. How far out can this go again? I can't remember. Mm, I will. How far away is it from me? All right. Can I summon my spiritual weapon right next to it?
Yes. You summon your
But I
spiritual
think you gave
weapon.
me. There it is.
So
Did it make it on the back?
manifest a spiritual weapon right there, and you can make an attack as soon as it spawns. So go ahead.
Okay, and then I'm going to synchronize because that's a bonus action. I'm going to synchronize a shot for my Cupid's bow with my special unbreakable arrow at the same time. So my sword like goes to slash at it, and at the same time my I hate this new layout. It's starting to bug me.
Uh, 14 will sadly miss. The sword swings, but the Chimera manages to take its leg out of the way before it cuts it.
All right, so I do have a quick question though. I can't quite remember what an unbreakable arrow does. Is that a +1 to hit?
No, it's just the arrow doesn't, well, it's unbreakable. Yeah, it doesn't break upon hitting. I will remind you, it is flying over the water. If the arrow misses, it'll fall on the water.
No, I'll just use a normal arrow.
Alright. Uh, 15 sadly that's another miss. The shot rings, the shot flies through the air and flies right over the Chimera.
All right, and then it won't let me select my character. Click, click, click. Oh, because I'm on the wrong thing. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna be like, Wizzy, take cover. I also forgot to roll for Wizzy.
That is true. That's what happens when you have too many companions on the field. Good thing within.
Wait, I actually don't know how to roll for. Oh, there it is.
Good thing within the herd with Bulwark and Loris.
I like how both my characters
You're
rolled
right.
higher. Wizzy Lizzie is just hiding.
Okay.
90 feet.
Anything else, Alexandri?
Wizzy Lizzie's just holding his action to guard me, I guess.
Okay.
That's it.
To body block if the Chimera tries to kill you. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I promised him that he
something,
could be
sorry.
part of the Chimera, so he's here to guard me.
Okay. That's it. The soldiers. They all kind of look over at Porunga and say, "Sir, the ballistas are ready to fire."
This is
What
where
did
he
they say?
takes a pause.
They basically are taking aim at the Chimera with the ballistas. Just waiting for the order to shoot.
Do it. Say fire. Do it. Just like Assassin's Creed. Like Assassin's Creed.
Peruga's gonna be like, fire!
Okay. They're gonna take 2 shots with the 2 ballistas on the side. 19 hits.
And damage. Come on.
Oh.
Damn! If I was
Okay.
shooting the... Does Porunga take any count as shooting it since he ordered it to be shot?
I mean, he's not the one manning the ballista, so sadly,
Damn it.
hit. So this ballista, the first one kind of flies like a little bit too low. The second one, the ballista shot rings out, and you see as it makes a gash against the side of the Chimera's body. I think 26 points of damage. You hear like the sound of creaking of wood as it's gonna take a while for them to reload. That's it for them. Derek.
Okay, so question. Does this doorway right here... not doorway. No, dog, stop it. I do it before my dog starts barking. This doorway right here, does it go downstairs?
Yes.
Correct?
You can go downstairs if you wish.
He's gonna go
Bro
downstairs.
said he's gonna run away.
Hold up! Sorry, I'm trying to deal with the dog too here at the same time.
So what are you gonna do, Derek?
Okay, calm down. Okay, I'm gonna cast Conjure Element.
Conjure elementals.
But first, before I do that,
Okay.
before I do that, I'm gonna run to the staircase because I'm hit by another goddamn fireball or fire blast. I move my character. God damn, come on. Let's just load. Move my character to near stairway so I don't. Hopefully, I don't get hit by a fireball or by a blast. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast. What's that one spell again? Where is it?
Well,
Healing Word.
before you start doing all of that, could you put conjure
Yes.
elementals on the chat real quick?
Yep.
Conjure elementals has a casting time of 1 minute.
That's fine. I can hide in the doorway. We're good.
I just want you to know, 1 minute in combat is 10 rounds.
Fine. Y'all got that right. Don't worry.
Well, here's the thing, because you're also casting Conjure Elementals, which is a technically leveled spell, you can't also be doing Healing Word in that same turn.
I can't use my bonus action to cast Healing Word then?
You
If
can use a cantrip when you use a level spell.
correct. I know Baldur's Gate 3 wants to make you think, that you can do all of this, but that's not quite how it works. Otherwise, nobody would play martials. People would just be slinging spells left and right with casters.
What, we can't be spell slingers?
So I'm telling you, Derek, you can, if you want, like stay 10 rounds of combat
Okay.
underground casting Conjure Elementals. You just can't do that and also do Healing Word at the same time.
All right then. So if you advise me to not do it, then I'll listen. But is it possible for me to cast Healing Ward and then Phantasmal Killer, or is that also not?
Again,
not the
those
thing?
are 2-level spells. You can do Healing Word and then do something else with your action, like Vicious Mockery or something like that. You just can't.
I'll cast
Okay.
I'll do Vicious Mockery plus Phantasmal Killer. Right? Correct? Is that what you said?
No. Remember the casting time. Remember the casting time of the spells. Sometimes they take an action, sometimes they take a bonus action. I'm pretty sure Vicious Mockery is a casting time of 1 action, as well as Phantasmal Killer is a casting time of 1 action. So you have to choose which are you casting.
I thought it would work. That sounds like a great idea, but yeah, you're right. The problem is it takes 10 turns. I'm like,
Yeah, conjure elemental is something you do like Like when you know we're about to go and do something. You know how earlier I said once to the island I will ritually cast Wako Water on people? It'll last for an hour. That's when you would cast Card Your Elemental because you know we're about to go get into a fight and you're preparing ahead of time. Type of deal.
The thing is, when I saw that map, we're on the other side. If we're down from there to where I thought it was gonna be, we'll be more than an hour. Would it not?
No, but neither one of us got our spells off because we got attacked before we got close to the island.
Yes,
I'll just cast Phantasmal
you're
Killer
still
then.
not quite at the island. It met you like halfway, basically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's out
then when,
of
yeah.
position.
Well, then I will cast Phantasmal Killer then.
All right. Could you put Phantasmal Kill in the chat real quick?
Yes, I'm gonna murder this thing.
The time to snipers illusory manifestation different sphere. Just all on the must make his win the same. So he has frightened at the end of which turn. Okay, so has to make a wisdom saving throw. Again, has magical resistance, therefore advantage on this.
I call it ugly, so I reduce it.
Sure.
Hey, 3-headed ugly. There you go, and I just do the roll with a 1d8. I think.
He's like,
No, fuck you.
Hey, you ugly. Hey, you ugly. He's being like a little bleacher cheerleader.
Sadly, your chant is not enough to tap into the
Ooh.
Chimera's into the Chimera sphere. It
Holy
remains
crap.
undaunted.
And then I'll go down the street like, God damn it, you guys suck. This sucks. And I'm like, and I'll be like, I'll just wait to heal myself. All right, you guys got this.
All right. Kyra looks around, looks at Pythor, and says, "That's not a servant of the Titans, is it?" Pythor just kind of shakes his head. I think she says, "Well, that means we can help a little bit, I suppose." All right, everybody. She kind of pulls out her harp and begins to strum out a couple of tunes. She is going to do Song of Perseverance. Let's see. Next time you guys reach 0 hit points, you instead can make a saving throw and be reduced to 1 hit point. What's it called? There's no limit on the type of creature or effect. It's just any of her choice that can hear her. Meaning that everybody's under this effect until the next turn. She says, "Alright, it's just one chimera, alright? How bad can it be? You can do it." She continues to strum her harp. That is it for her. Bouxfhades. Bouxfhades?
Is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
How long is a hempen rope?
50 feet.
So theoretically, could I attempt to lasso the beast and drag it down to the deck?
Well, see, do you already have a weapon attached to the rope?
I would assume not. No,
In that case,
because I didn't ready an action.
In that case, what we can do here is that you, well, yeah, item interaction to pull out the rope. I'll say, because you're trying to tie it as fast as you can, and have it still be sturdy, you need to make me I'll say sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I have a number in mind for this, and that is not it.
I figured.
You hastily pull out rope and shit. Damn. No, that's not it. You kind of struggle with making it look stable enough. I'll give you this for free, but no, it's sadly you couldn't attach it to whatever weapon you had it on.
Okay. Well, then I throw down the rope in frustration. And I, mind you, earlier in the chat, I said I still had my crossbow out. So do I need to use an item interaction to use that.
If you already had it
Since
out,
I
then
already did.
if you already had it out, then you have it out. So, what are you gonna do?
Okay, then I'm gonna shoot one of my crossbow bolts at it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to do that.
There should be a macro
Does it click
for
on it?
you. There should be a macro. It works exactly the
Oh, I
same as
see it.
how
Yeah.
the greatsword macro works.
Okay, I got you.
18. Let me double check if that hits. An 18.
I think I used the macro.
An 18 just hits.
Then roll the damage.
Say it works exactly the same with how your greatsword works. You just click the word light crossbow in the chat.
Right. Okay.
2 points of damage on the chimera.
And then I'm gonna retract myself 5 feet into this little crevice to kind of better protect myself from the fire attack.
Well, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it works for you. Pythor, god of battle. Finally, some fucking battle. He's going to look over. You see for a moment he begins to reach to his back to pull out this his great axe, but then he stops, looks over at you, Drakgar, and says, "My child, do you want to get closer to it?"
Heck yeah.
You see him fucking leap over to the other side of the Ultros. Almost the reverberations of his landing kind of are felt throughout the ship, and you see as he puts both arms out, to the side, and he says, "Then I shall throw you to it." He's ready in action.
Hell yeah, let's go.
He's ready in action to
Sounds
throw
like a
Drakgar
battle.
to the Chimera. Drakgar?
And
I mean,
can I ready my great axe attack?
I mean, well, it is
For
your
when
turn.
you-
You don't need to ready it, because
Oh,
it
now it
will
is.
just happen in
Yeah,
your turn.
okay. So I'll strike. I don't need to do it recklessly, right? Because
We'll see.
I'm being thrown.
So what's gonna happen is that you would want to move towards Pythor for him to throw you, and then, well, is your aim to just strike at it once you're thrown, or is your aim for Pythor to have you throw you on top of it so you can like ride it, or at the very least grapple onto it?
I'll grab onto. I'll have him throw me on it.
Okay. In that case, you will. Well, Pythor, first of all, has to make an athletics check to toss you all the way there. Here we go.
Oh,
I'm gonna chat. Of course, he passes.
let's go.
Not like this
So-
guy.
Pythor, so you run over to him, and he kind of like grabs you by like the strap along your chest, and spins you, and flings you over towards the chimera. Now, because your aim is to hold onto it rather than just strike it while it's in the air, this is the second part of the thing you need to do. I need you to make me a contested athletics check against the chimera, because it obviously won't take this lying down. It's trying to knock you off. Therefore, it'll be your strength, your athletics contested against hers.
Could I have also raged when he threw me, or would that have been? Would that have?
I'll allow you to have raged. How's that?
You got angry and like, throw me, daddy.
Baby rage.
Okay, so now I have to do.
Yes.
Maybe
Roll
rage
me.
is
Roll me
athletics,
your,
right?
your athletics. Yes.
Motherfucker.
Cringe. You know what? I got you. You got this, Drakgar. When you're flying through the air, so I gave you your product inspiration.
Our inspiration has to be done on your turn, Derek.
Never mind. Wait, hold up.
Feels bad, man.
Wait, hold up.
I got a
Wait,
+6.
Jesus.
Oh,
So.
That's
Skill
rough.
issue. Yeah, an actual skill issue. Wow.
So here's what happens. Pythor tosses
bad.
you. The angle is correct. The arc is correct. And when you're trying to reach your hand forward to grab hold of like the lion's mane, to like hold on to it and then strike it with your weapon, the goat head turns around and just boom, twacks you with his horns. You fall down towards the water, Drakgar. Do you have anything you can do to stop this? Does anybody have anything they can do to stop this?
Didn't Xantry say she was going to use water walking on us or something, or water or something?
Yeah, but we didn't get to the island, so nobody has water walk.
Oh. Sad day.
I said when we were about to get to the island, I would ritually cast it, but we're not even close.
All I can do is next turn throw him the rope to bring him back on board.
That's fine. Just tell him to grab onto.
Well, that's unfortunate. Drakgar, sadly, you fall. What would this be? 35 feet to the water surface.
Cannonball.
Fucking. It's a long fall, but thankfully it is water. If you structure your body in such a way, it's just a pretty cool dive instead of a painful one.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel like concrete until you reach 55 feet.
What's it called?
Yeah.
So you're in the water. I'm under the water. You're in the water, and I'll say that first athletics counted as your first attack. You still have another one if you want to do anything from the water. Drakgar, have anything you can do?
Well, how much movement do I have?
Whatever. Unless you have swimming speed, you're moving at half speed in the water.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I have any more movement speed left, so I guess I can't do anything.
Again, you still have
Actually, now that I think about it, guess I gotta cast water on him.
You still
Is
have
it
your
in
second.
range or?
You still have your second attack. I have something you can throw. Something else.
So it's like right
It's above you.
me right
You're
now,
basically.
right?
I move you to its right side, but you're mechanically like underneath it, like somewhere around here. Like you're basically underneath the
Is
camera,
it-
but I'm putting you on the side, so it's a little bit easier to see.
Is it high enough for me to throw my javelin, or would that be a disadvantage?
What is the range of a javelin?
Uh, 30 to 120.
30 to 120. Let's see. So that's 25 feet to the Ultra's deck, plus another 15. It is a bit out of. It is a bit out of the effective range. You should still have your regular Javelin of Lightning. Yeah, that one doesn't suffer from
Oops, I didn't mean to
disadvantage.
do that. Sorry.
Yeah. That one doesn't suffer from disadvantage
Oh,
when
it
being
doesn't?
thrown when being thrown out of range, because that's the effect. That's the magical effect. It turns into a lightning as you throw it and goes the full 120 feet.
If it hits something, does it stop, or does it still go 120 feet?
Yeah, if it hits something, it stops. If not, then you best pray it lands somewhere you can grab it.
Alright. And then I would get advantage because I'm actually no, never mind, because it went for rage damage, divine fury. Come on, give me a good roll. Fuck me.
Sorry. So here's the
So
the series
bad.
of events went as follows. Pythor puts his both arms up. The Drakgar runs, gets tossed over to the Chimera, can't really hold on to the Chimera, and falls 30-something feet towards the water. And right as you're falling, you pull out the Javelin of Lightning and do a Hail Mary
You
toss at the Chimera. It arcs into lightning towards the
Failed.
sky. and sadly miss the Chimera. The javelin then
And now the
falls the 120 feet back
Where?
to you,
Where-
Drakgar.
it hits him right again.
No,
it
it's
hits
not
him
gonna. It's
again?
not gonna hit Drakgar because obviously, like you know,
Alright, so it just came back to me, right?
it basically fell in the water like closer to you. So I'll say you
Yeah,
it's
so I
still
can pick it
recoverable.
up.
Yeah, it's still recoverable. But sadly, you missed your strikes. Is there anything else you think you can do?
That was 2 attacks, right? Because the
Yes.
first one was trying to. Okay, that's it.
Okay. The centaurs. Don't worry, I've been typing stuff out in the centaur name generator on the side as we've been doing the session.
Juan.
What's it called? They all look at
Juanita.
each other.
Dibs on Juanita.
They all
On
look
that
at
one?
each other. They nod, and you see as they begin to pull out like a variety of sort of like very haphazardly made weaponry that they brought along with them. From the island. They pull out what appears to be longbows. One of them says, "All right, my dudes, we need to prove ourselves." As they begin to move all 40 feet. 40 feet. 40 feet. Actually, this one's gonna stay just a little forward, and then 30, 35, 40 feet right here. So I'll move forward 40 feet, their full movement speed. And then, 50, my bad. They have 50 movement speed. So 10 more feet over here. 10 more feet. There we go. They are now within effective distance of their longbows, so they all are gonna take 2 longbow attacks each at the Chimera. So 1. Okay, so 1, 2. Miss. 3, 4. Hit, miss. 5, 6. Miss. 7, 8.
One hit.
Miss hit.
Woo.
So 2 hits out of the 8 fucking shots that the centaurs took. So,
Too high.
why is it not rolling damage?
No damage. Wow.
Hold on, why is it not rolling damage? That's strange.
Just roll 1d20.
Okay. I guess the sheet is having some technical issues there, so I'm just gonna have to manually roll this. For a total of 11 damage on the Chimera, as the arrows fly, begin to pierce, or at the very least get stuck on its wings. That's it for the centaurs. Porunga.
All right.
Where is he? Oh, he's up there.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that.
That's it.
I accidentally clicked some stuff.
Vision, which is start casting. Store vision. Return choice D to W. Okay. He's going to shout at Exandri, and he's gonna be like, use your most powerful spell on the count of 3, and he's got to try and do a combo spell with Exandri. He's going to twin spell again. He's going to use the same combo he did last time. He's going to hopefully hit the Chimera with another fireball. And
Ouch.
in the big blast of the fireball, hopefully Exandri's
Oh, just go
spell
underwater.
can hit as well. Kind of like blinding it from being able to dodge her spell fully.
Okay.
Just for
Or you
flavor.
say, ow, you're on the water.
And then
It's
he'll
fine.
also
be
shoot a
fine.
firebolt directly behind his fireball.
Okay, so another twin spell. So roll me the fireball and the firebolt.
All right,
You
so
could tell Drakgar, go in the water real quick.
No, Drakgar's not close to the Chimera. He's way below at the water.
He's on the floor. He's on the water.
Yes.
He's
I'm
floating.
just chilling in
He's
the water.
contemplating life. You're contemplating your life's decisions right now
It's another
again.
31 for another 15.
and then Spire Bolt off.
Is psychic really magic damage? Magic?
And that's another 15. So again, Porunga does these 2 shots, the explosive fireball and then followed by the firebolt exploding over in at the Chimera's body. The Chimera looks very hurt at this point. Anything else from
Can
Porunga?
Drak jump from the water?
He's going to be like, everybody brace yourself. And he's going to, is there anything to hide behind up here?
The sailors. What's it
The
called?
butts. The butts. There's hide between the butts.
You can hide
There's 2
behind the
butts.
sailors. You can hide behind the chair. Not that it might
Can
provide
he
too
walk?
much
Can he walk out here? Is this like a plank? Can he walk out here?
Not exactly a plank, but sure. I'll say the surface is big enough for him to walk there. The map's
They
grid
modified it for
doesn't.
Derek.
Yeah, the map's grid doesn't
The
quite
grid's
allow it.
not on it.
Yeah, the map's grid doesn't quite allow it for. I'll say it's a walkable surface.
Alright, he'll walk out to here, fully expecting there to be a giant repercussion for massive damage he's been dishing out to the beast.
Well, there might
Yeah,
be.
you're gonna get bullied.
But
Wow.
you then notice the Chimera blood coming out from his wounds. Its fur seared and singed by the effects of the spells. You see the goat head kind of look over to the side towards the island, and then the dragon head kind of snorts. The lion snarls, and you see as it bats its wings one more time in order to retreat, and you see as it dashes, well, technically speaking, dashes all the way towards the island. Uses, if it dashes, it roughly moves like 140 feet per turn. You see as it retreats further into the island. Do you guys have anything that can hit it as it runs?
Do I get to use my spell I was talking about with Porunga?
What spell was that?
I was going to use Guiding Bolt,
What is the range of Guiding Bolt? 120 feet?
like 120 feet.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you. I'll give anybody one more like long range attack chance to hit it. So your Guiding Bolt 22. What's it called? Oh, never mind. 15. Yeah. Sadly, that misses.
Well, let me see. Hold up. How far am I from? If I go to the here.
Derek, you
How
had
far is
something
this?
range.
Hold
Soldiers basically need a full turn to fucking reload the ballista.
Okay,
I'm
what
look-
about
I'm
me
looking
with
for a
my
spell
like
right now.
ungodly strength? Could I throw a hand axe that far?
Range.
Can
I
I'll
jump?
say you can. What were you trying to do, Derek?
Oh, no, wait, no, I'm not gonna jump. I'm trying to see what spells I have. At 60 feet. You do an illusion, root to minor without the range.
I don't have a macro for my hand axe. What is a hand axe's
So 1d6. It's 1d6 plus your strength.
Nah, it's too far. I need a hop jump on top of Dragar's head. Hold up. Nah, it's too. I think it's still too far.
So 3
Either-
plus my
everything's
strength
just-
modifier or my
No,
strength?
I thought you meant that damage. Damage 1d6. There is still a d20 to roll. My bad.
Oh,
But yeah, Derek, what
I
were
want to use
you saying?
Phantasmal Force. That's a humanoid. I can't use it on a humanoid.
Wait, could Porunga throw another fireball?
I set one range thing to do.
It's way too far range for me for anything else. I use Phantasmal Killer. I already use a Phantasmal Killer, so I can't really use that one anymore.
Puruga would just be ordering people to follow its retreat.
No, I can't use a single one unless a short bow, but that's gonna be it.
Shoot with
Does
a
that
short
count?
bow, one tap match thing.
You can shoot.
And it misses completely anyway. This is my first time using this. See how this goes. Alright. Hand crossbow.
17 will sadly miss. The Chimera.
Good at 9 damage.
Bouxfhades, you don't have anything to hit? No, that was a nat 1. Drakgar, any last range means of attack?
Nah, it's too far.
Sounds like a no.
Far.
The centaurs keep shooting with arrows, but they all fall flat. Eventually, the Chimera disappears into the cracks of one of the crescent moon-shaped island in the distance. Porunga shouts at everybody, "Follow it and give it no quarter." A couple of, but then one of the sailors says, "Wait, we have a man overboard."
Is there...
they begin to toss down ropes.
I was gonna say, is there like a ladder or something on the side?
They begin to toss down like rope ladders for.
Puruga's like, chase after it! Don't let it
I
flee!
use my crazy. I use my movement and my crazy strength as the boat's moving to throw my rope to Drakgar.
Ooh.
And then I'll start climbing back up.
Hold on to
We're all
the
so
rope
bad at this.
and begin to fucking climb up. Eventually, like the last bit of it, you're aided by both Bouxfhades and Pythor.
Ooh. Can I
I go,
create a
damn, dude,
wave?
you need to lose some weight.
Go ahead, Alexander. What were you saying?
Can I throw a wave behind the ship to help push us faster towards the direction the Chimera is going?
You can. At this point, I have to ask: is your aim to chase after it, or heal up before chasing it,
definitely.
or?
Oh, chase after it.
I ask because some of you received some damage due to that fire breath.
I'm okay with continuing the attack.
They
If we,
can
can we,
pop some potions
what's
on
the
the way.
range on our ballistas?
Was the what?
What's the range on our ballistas?
Pretty good. Thing is, they have very slow fire rate, and in a time frame, the Chimera can basically outspeed the outspeed the ultras. What's it called?
Me.
Me and Pythor go below the boat and take hold of some of the oars and try to make the boat go faster with the oars, since we have crazy strength.
If anything, that would destabilize the movement of the ultras because you are moving faster than you would be putting out more strength than the equalized sort of like strength of the oarsmen, which.
Dang it.
So, what's it called? So you guys are going after it just like that. All right.
They can pop some potions.
I don't know. Do you guys have potions?
Oh,
I have a
only
potion.
I forgot.
I'm like,
Pretty
well,
sure
I'm
I
like,
lost all
I'm gonna
mine.
go look. I'm gonna go look for Versailles so you can heal me up.
So I got back on the ship
She
now, right?
does not have healing magics, just divinations.
Close enough.
I'm back on the ship now,
What's
right?
the-
That does.
Yeah,
you
you're back
did
on the
un-
ship.
You did yeah, you're back on the ship. Also, you did understand
Okay.
what I was saying, Derek. She has no healing abilities.
Then I'll go. Again, I go sleep. I'll be back. I'll take a short rest.
I will, I'm at the back of the ship, so can I create a wave to help increase the movement of the ship?
Like you
towards-
can. Like using abilities such as that do help. Is more so about the fact of like how if you just instantly jump to action once again, or if you take time to recuperate or what have you.
We
Oh, I
fine.
mean,
We don't
yeah, I
run
think
into
we'll be
living
fine.
tombs and heal
Like,
either.
I'm not saying you won't catch up to the Chimera and it's gone. Like, you are definitely going to be able to reach its island, like, basically hot on its trail. It's just a matter of, like, are you instantly going to chase after it or what?
Well, the only
I
person
mean, I
that's
would
hurt is
probably
Derek,
pop a
right?
healing potion. I mean, I'm down at a good
Cool,
20
guys.
points. I mean, I'd probably take a healing potion.
I'm gonna run to this
I'll
crest. All right.
tell everybody I will administrate a bandage on them once we get to the island, but for now, it's better to not lose sight of the Chimera. And I personally cannot heal Derek, so I don't know what to do about his HP. He could take a bandage from me, but that's about it.
I'm gonna take a short rest instead of going on. I'm gonna by this boat. We'll go
I'll-
bench real quick.
I'm gonna,
I'll stay.
I'd like to use a healing potion, and then go up to the front of the ship with Drac.
Yeah, I'll say that I was gonna say that you should man the other one. I'm gonna
That's what I'm
man
gonna do. I want
this
to,
spell right here.
but if I heal, I can't use an item interaction to take over the ballista.
Well, is like, for now, forget about like the mechanics of actions and bonuses and all of that. What's happening right now is that the Chimera, you're basically hot on the trail of the Chimera. You can still see it. It's just in the ballista bolts can't really, they can't really reach that effective distance, that distance of the shot. But you eventually see the Chimera sort of like fly around the cracks, around the mountainous terrain of the sort of like the crescent moon shaped island, and you do see it lower its flight. It seems to land somewhere in the island.
So we weren't able to catch up to it before it got to the island.
Not quite, no. Mainly because, well, you do still need to consider that the Ultras is a pretty big ship and needs to maneuver its way through the shallower waters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just making sure
Well,
I
then, yeah,
heard it right.
Then, yeah, if we can't immediately attack it with the ballistas, then I'll just take a healing potion, and I'll stay at the front of the ship.
I don't get a healing potion.
And I'm just Katara waterbending at the back of the ship.
Well,
Healing potion's a 1d6 plus 2, right? Or 1d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2.
what?
2d4 plus 2.
Can I cast Song of Rest on? Can I use my Song of
Hold on,
Rest
a lot of people
on
are
myself?
doing stuff at the same time.
Okay,
What were you
never
saying, Bouxfhades?
All right.
Oh, I rolled a 10 for my healing
Okay.
potion.
What were you saying, Dark?
And I use one of my abilities as a bard, the Song of Rest.
Song of Rest
Well,
is
I
when...
can make myself a short.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. A short rest is an hour. If you want to take a short
11.
rest... Wait, what are you saying, Drakgar? Okay. A short rest is an hour. You can
You were just
try...
lagging for a second.
Yeah. Just a little bit, just a little
did I
bit.
disconnect? Okay, sorry. Am I back now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you sound good now.
What's it called? Yeah, short rest is an hour. If you want to take the hour short rest, you can. It's just a matter of does everybody else want to take the short rest?
You want
No,
to
if we take a short rest, the Chimera will take a short rest.
Nope. I think we should keep pursuing it.
I sleep. You'll be fine, guys. I'll
But-
catch up.
Once we get closer to land, I think some of us should get in one of the boats and start trying to get on land.
Yeah, I think me, Drac, and Pythor should get in a boat, like a dinghy, and row it like madmen with our immense strength.
Dinghy
Yes.
3, got it. Dinghy
The
3.
boys are going to take down the.
Dinghy number 3.
Dinghy 3. Just don't crash it this time.
So just so I got
No,
this,
Dinghy 3 will survive.
so just so I got this straight, Drakgar, Bouxfhades, Exandri, and Porunga, you guys are still going. You're going directly after the Chimera on one of the boats.
Yes.
Derek, are you staying behind?
Yeah, but I think we'll catch up. Well, wait, hold up. We're not. How close are we literally to the island? Are we legitimately like right next
You
to it?
were like, give or take, like 1,500 feet away from the island when the Chimera attacked you. Takes a couple of minutes to get to the island, and you can, like I said, within a couple of minutes you'll be at the island. You can just hop on the robots and continue to give chase.
So, should I go and walk with 13 HP, risk dying again, or stay
won't
back and
die.
heal? Gosh, y'all,
won't die.
you're not the one with a 13 HP, y'all. So
I
shut up.
literally
Pyro
said
cast
when
that
we get to
spell on
the
us that
island.
makes us not die.
I literally said I would
Nice.
heal you when we get to the island.
Lies, you said you didn't want to. You didn't want to heal me at all.
No,
What are you talking
I said
about?
I could use bandages and potions on you, but I cannot physically heal you with my magic.
Lies, you want to slam with the potion and then throw this bandage on me. That's all you want to do.
So
You know, whack the bottle over my face
I
and
do
say,
want
"Here's a heal."
I do want a response. What is the game plan here, everybody?
I'm going after the Chimera.
we're going after
Oh, yeah.
the Chimera.
Okay.
Kubo's watching Chandras, apparently.
So just
Bad
to
guy.
give
I'm
you
watching the bad guy.
just to give you a
Slap him
visual
again.
reference of what the island looks like.
I know,
Looks
Patreon.
roughly like this. It's kind of like this very simple, like crescent moon shaped island, large lagoon, shallow waters. The mountainous sort of like cracks that you would see around also give way to visible, and the measurements are not accurate. Also give way. This is just for visual reference. The cracks give way to some noticeable indents on the geography that you believe some of these could be caves. In fact, again, because you went after the Chimera right away, you would know that it flew into one of these caves, and it seems to have not gone out of there since.
So we know that it went in the cave.
It went into
Yeah.
into this very large sort of like cavern in the backside, towards the back end of the island.
I I say we immediately chase after it. That's my opinion.
Me too,
Yeah.
because I wanted to heal.
And do we see any on our way? Do we see any blood tracks anywhere, or blood spots?
Well, yes, you would see presumably the Chimera's own blood.
Fine. I'll go, but if
I'll
I'm
proceed to
going,
follow that towards
I'll
in the
follow
cave.
them. But while I'm walking, I'm gonna start channeling my actually using an instrument, and I channel the control elemental.
No, you mean conjure elementals.
You should start doing that as the ship was moving. Start.
We're still. It takes 1 minute. By the time we get out the ship, it's already been 1 minute.
Okay.
Do I need?
Mm-hmm.
At 10 rounds. 'Cause we're not in rounds anymore.
What were you gonna say, Drakgar?
Would I need to make a survival check to see like which direction in the cave or?
No, like I said,
any,
you
like,
guys, if
path on-
what you said is true and you chased after it, you saw it enter its cave. I don't know if I'm making the explanation clear. Like you saw it move.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if the cave was big enough that we lost it once it got into the cave.
Well, no, you would be, like, unless you like go directly into it like right away, you would be standing roughly like just outside the cave entrance.
We're okay. We're outside. Okay, gotcha
Like-
now.
Okay, so we're already at the cave entrance.
Well, I
We'll
mean,
need to
you guys
chase it down.
insisted. You guys insisted that you're going after right away, so I'm just trying to
Yeah.
put a picture.
So we're outside.
I'm trying to.
Okay,
Who's
so
the plan at this point,
if-
guys?
I look at everyone since we're sitting at the cave entrance, with or without Pumo, I'm not sure. I look at them and I say, "Let me lead since I'm resistant to fire," and I'll try to block any kind of like if it tries to shoot a fire blast at us as we walk in, I'll take the brunt of the damage.
So is the marching order Bouxfhades, Drakgar, and then who?
Did Pythor come with us?
Pythor helped you row the boat, but he, what's it called? He doesn't. Usually, the gods don't really interfere unless their aid is called upon directly.
Oh, okay.
Shouldn't I be up
So
front because I'm healthier than you, or?
well, I mean, yeah, but you're not resistant to fire, are you?
Oh yeah. Oh, wait, but that didn't. Did that not work when you got struck by fire the first time?
No, it worked. I took half damage.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna lead, and then I guess Drakgar behind me, and then Derek and Xandra in the back, and Porunga.
Okay.
And I'm also, I don't. Would it help if I pulled out my shield or no?
What do you mean? Would it help?
Like, would the shield protect me at all, or?
So unless your shield has a specific benefit that negates fire damage, I don't believe having out and besides improving your AC, it would give any other beneficial effect.
Right. Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna pull out my greatsword in preparedness.
Porunga is gonna be like, um, no offense, Bouxfhades, but you make a lot of noise. You should
Well, I mean, we're
probably
not
be at
really
the very back.
sneaking. Well, who's gonna light the
Yes,
way with?
but
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the one with the flashlight.
um, some of us can see in the dark. Um, again, you just make a lot of noise, and they'll know we're coming if you're up front clinking and clanking
But
about,
they're gonna know we're
which
coming
means
anyway.
they could get a drop on us and get off a perfect AoE before we have visual sight of them.
Okay, I will be in the back then, and y'all can die to fire. Have fun.
It doesn't matter if you would be up front or not, because an AoE would hit us all.
Not if you're behind me.
It's
No, it still hits all of us.
Oh, that's boring.
We're not playing with that rule.
a wall of fire
Um,
doesn't care about a little.
he's gonna like pat you on the shoulder and be like, you're very valiant, but I think in this situation, those who could be more sneaky should be up front so we can get the opportunity attack.
Okay, fine. But I want to be 5 feet behind someone so I can swap places if I need to.
And then Xander's gonna pat you on your other shoulder and be like, "Don't worry, I have plans to help you with your sneak capabilities later. We just gotta find a really good blacksmith."
But I'm a blacksmith.
Oh, well, we definitely need to get you some materials so we can make you some really good armor for more stealth operations because you're a big, shiny dingabob right now. And you kind of sound like a bell when you walk.
Fair enough. But we'll be ready with this when we need it.
Okay. As we
I
deflate
also have
the
this.
guy walking in head to toe armors. Valiant attempts. We got this, Bo. We got this. We got this.
On my cast,
But
can I cast it then?
if we fall prone, Bo, we know you got our back, so. Plus, Porunga is resistant to magic damage as well, so he'll walk first. And we'll stealthily try and follow the Chimera blood track.
I'm gonna be behind everybody. And I'm gonna start preparing my cast of conjure elemental.
All right. What elemental are you trying to conjure?
The water. I guess. Well, let me see. I'm gonna double check the list as I go back up here. It's all the way over here.
As contemplating his decisions, I'm gonna pick him up by the back of his shirt and carry him into the cave with us.
Soft clay for earth.
He's just looking at his book while he's being dragged.
So you want an earth elemental to
Yes.
summon.
And if he's dragging me, I can't. If he's dragging me, I can't concentrate on casting my conjure element. So I suggest him to put me down, please.
Right.
I need to concentrate, guys.
Alright, so you cast Conjure Elemental to create an Earth Elemental to assist you. Alright.
I take out a piece of clay and I throw it on his back so it starts expanding from the back of his shirt.
Give
Like,
me
why is my
one.
back getting so heavy? Oh my god, it's expanding!
Give me one moment. Oh, I put this in the wrong layer.
Look, you got some clay on the back of your armor, sir. You should be careful.
It'll wash
Don't
off.
get it dirty.
Meanwhile, as we walk through the cave, I do my best attempt at stealthy, heavy armor tiptoeing.
Well, I'm gonna move you to this next map. Give me a moment.
What are you doing?
Give me one moment while I do this.
Buddy.
What I imagine every time those sneaks.
Rock solid.
There we go. I haven't been using the camera in a while. So here's the thing. From the outside, since it's still, the sun is still out. It's pretty
From a
bright on
band-aid.
the outside. On the inside of the cave, less so. Even from a distance, you can kind of tell that it's a bit dark in there. So what do you guys do?
I'll put bandages on him.
Wait,
Like
why
how
does
young.
Drax have... What's up with Drax's health? I thought he was at full health because he dodged.
I took
No,
half
he
damage.
still took the damage. Still took half damage.
Oh, okay, my
17
bad.
HP,
Sorry.
Pumo.
Wait, how much health do you have? Oh wait, no, never mind. You healed. Never mind.
Yeah, I healed.
I was
I-
gonna say,
Immortal,
wait,
what
you
do
should
you
be.
Immortal, I have 13 HP. Shush.
I gave you 17 back. I
So
popped
that's
one of my
40.
medicine
That's
bottles,
40.
shoved it down your mouth, and then I put a bandage across your forehead.
That's 30. Okay, that's 30 HP.
All right. So you guys are standing in front of the cave mouth of the Chimera's lair. What do you do?
I send my boy Malphite up
You're going to try and
first.
sneak. And probably go into groups of 2 while sneaking. So there's a little bit of distance between us.
I got Rockman next to me.
Oh.
Alright, Porunga, go while I hurry up. I got a rock. I'll be okay. I got a real Rockman on my team.
Give me.
Do we really want to put the two squishies together?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I will cast.
Visibility.
Before Xander goes in, I've talked to her loud enough that she can hear me, but not yelling, and say, "Do you want me to use my gem of brightness for light or no?"
I'm gonna be like, not this time.
Okay.
Just because I'm pretty sure we have a high possibility of killing it if we get to attack it first. So
Okay.
we don't want to do things that might alert it to our location just yet. But
Fair
if
enough.
a fight breaks out, feel more than welcome to activate it and try and blind it. Does that make sense?
Yep, I can do that.
Ooh, murder. Was that where the word that came out of her
So,
mouth?
who are the teams of 2? Is Xander and Porunga, me and Drac, and then Derek and his giant thing?
Malphite.
Yeah.
His name is Malphite, sir. Don't be disrespectful here.
Mouth breather. Got it.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Malphite.
Sorry. I was trying to.
Hey, I must whisper to Malphite. Hey, when you When you expect to throw a piece of a small rock at him.
It does not
Oh, right,
seem
not
to
20.
understand your words specifically, though it obeys your commands. It does not speak common.
Alright.
In fact,
It's
I
all
gave
good.
you the sheet to control it on your own, Pumo. Should be somewhere in the summons folder, underneath the characters folder. So you're casting Aid. Who are the targets?
Tab's not working.
Porunga, me, and Bouxfhades.
Okay, so you 3 increase your health by 5.
Heck yeah.
There's another lie that BG3 perpetuated. 8 only targets 3 creatures, not everybody around you. So.
What spell did you say?
No, I said this is another lie that BG3 perpetuated, that 8, in that game, 8 affects everybody around you instead of just 3 creatures. What's it called? But
Why is it not changing on the map whenever I change it in my...
Before we start this, where can I see the sheet again?
in the journal segment, you know how your
Okay,
characters are in
journal.
the characters folder.
Yes.
Yes, that has a subfolder called Summons, Polymorphs, Wild Shapes, and Familiars.
Got it.
And
Okay.
that's where the Art Elemental is for you.
Ooh, this looks very spicy.
Porunga will cast invisibility on me and him since we're in the front.
Okay.
Oh, my friend Malphite.
At 3rd level. He's out of 3rd level spell slots.
Okay.
And then Porunga and I are trying to stealthily sneak in. And then the moment that we see the Chimera, we're both gonna wombo combo it if we do.
Okay.
Rock solid.
I guess the rest of us will just wait at the mouth.
That seems to be the case. Well, I'm gonna need Exandri and Porunga to make me a stealth check with advantage.
Give me that.
This is
Look at me,
Porunga.
goddammit.
Ooh.
And this will be Exandri. So does it loads? $18 and $15.
Okay. You crouch down, begin to keep your feet close to the ground, and begin to move into the cave. You can move yourself forward.
I am working on it. It's just a little slow.
Alright. You're going to move forward. The
What
cave...
direction does the blood go?
What would I say?
What direction is the blood trail?
The blood trail seems to lead, well, around here. Mind you, Porunga, I don't believe has dark vision. Let me double check.
But he's a lizard man. There's a lizard you can't see. Wow. What a shame.
I think Porunga does have dark vision.
No. Dragonborn do not get dark vision. Storm guide. Yeah, no. I don't believe he has. So he's just holding on to you and following you in the darkness.
That's fine. We're invisible anyways. We're just very stealthily making our way through the cave.
Okay. You keep moving forward. You begin to hear the sound of running water, as if there's some form of a, like, pond or, well, or river or something, some form of source of water nearby you. Actually, do you have dark vision, now that I think about it?
I know, but it's fine.
Oh, so neither of you have dark
Also,
vision.
I can't move past this. There's like a wall here or something.
There is not supposed to be one. No, there isn't. I'm looking at the light layer. There is not supposed to be. There's not a wall there.
Maybe it's because I'm too close
Wow.
to the wall.
Wow.
Let me go over. Oh, I could go this way. Does the blood trail go left or straight?
It seems to go towards the left.
Okay. I will send a message backwards and let group 2 know they could slowly start to enter to proceed straight. And at the first intersection, go left. You did say left, right?
Yes,
Oh, my friend Malphite, go.
that is a wall.
No, she said second group, not the third.
Oh, my
Uh,
friend Malphite, go.
Trail goes around like this.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, okay. I would just let them know to keep following the trail on the ground slowly.
The rest of you.
We
Rest of you.
we attempt.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say we attempt to stealth at least.
All right. Well then, Drakgar and Bouxfhades roll me stealth.
Cool, let's go.
Nice, Drac. I forgot you're actually pretty stealthy too.
You're slightly behind me.
I feel like Drac just looked at both of these and like picked you up and took you right back out the cave.
just said I know, and then
And
shoved
he
him
found
out.
outside the cave mouth and he's like, just wait right here. You guard the entrance.
Before before Drake runs off, well, I guess can other people use the Gem of Brightness, or am I the only one able to use it?
I believe it states in your epic path that only you can attune to it, or not attune to it.
Okay.
Let me double check. Actually, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm gonna double check that. Appendixes, creating heroes, epic paths, the cursed one. It does say only you can attune to it, but I don't believe that's
Okay, that's fine.
tunable item. Let me double check something real quick. Gem of Brightness. Yeah, it's not an attunement item. I think you can just, so I believe you can just pass it off to somebody else. It's just you have to be the one to use the command word to activate it.
Okay, so before Drac moves on, I'm gonna say, look, I am way too loud. I'm gonna stay back here. Here's this gem. If you need light, yell at me. Say 1, 2, or 3. 1 will just turn it on. 2 will shoot a beam, and 3 will shoot a wave in a cone shape. And you just shout what you need, and I will make it happen.
Got it.
Or just say, let there be light.
I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I'm gonna nod like I agree.
Let there be
I
light.
understand.
Okay.
And then I'm
Meanwhile,
gonna stay here at the mouth of the cave.
Porunga and Exandria. At this point, you begin to hear the sound of, something, some form of breathing of a hurt creature.
What direction did that come from?
Well, hold on. It seemed to be coming from this direction.
Okay.
What's it called? It seems to still, it doesn't sound like sleeping. It's not like a steady sort of like breathing, like it sounds like it's still active, it's still moving around.
Does Xandri remember if her brother could see in the dark?
No.
Yeah,
But-
no, Drakgar cannot see in the dark, I don't think.
I was gonna ask. Actually, no, man, I don't think that would work.
So, what's it called? Do you continue moving forward, Xander and Porunga?
Yeah, we're just very slowly moving forward because she can't talk out loud anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because we obviously hear the breathing. So we're just slowly making our way along the cave wall.
Okay.
This quite is whole wall invisible.
Okay. At around the time where you make it.
And
Oh, go ahead.
Puruga is just ready to cast a spell whenever. Puruga, like Exandri's leading, and Puruga is just waiting for her to say cast his spell.
So here's what I have to say. Raiding an action to cast a spell means you concentrate on that spell. Just letting you know that. Because...
Oh, okay. Well, he's not concentrating on casting anything because of his invisibility. He's just waiting for her to be like, okay, I know where they're located, and then they'll go from there.
Okay. In that case, around the time where you make it, yeah, like roughly around there, you hear sound. Something moves, something approaches. You are invisible, but it seems like the creature's keen senses are reacting as if they are becoming aware that there's something on
now that we see it,
something on its presence.
Now that we see it, though, can we drop Invis and cast our spells?
Yeah, you can try.
And would I be able to hear the thing so I could try to follow the noise, or no?
Yeah, you can try to follow it. Also,
what was that? Sorry, you lagged.
Yeah, no, you can follow the noise. Also, Derek, did you give the elemental any specific commands?
No, I haven't told any man. Just if what's his face and both of these annoys me, throw a little piece of rock behind him.
Okay. Also, Drakgar.
We haven't moved forward at all.
Okay, Drakgar, move back a little bit.
We weren't told to move forward just yet. He said.
Where? Right here, or?
Oh,
Are they back?
Did you not move on? Hold on. Why is my...
Oh no, I did before, but you moved. That's when I was gonna move.
Team, I was never told to move just yet.
There.
Only Team 2, apparently. Apparently, only Team 2 can move.
Well, because he was supposed to tell you to move once he got a little farther in, but that's okay.
So
well, nobody told me nothing yet.
Go, so you let go a spell once you see you have visual confirmation of the creature. What is the spell that you both let go?
Yes.
Yeah. What is the spell that you use?
Oh, okay. Well, Puruga will drop his invisibility and cast magic missiles at level 4.
Mm-hmm.
So how many times do I do that? 2?
5. No, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see.
Isn't it 6 now? Because it's a 4th level spell?
Yes, 6. My bad.
When he cast that, would I have been able to hear that from the mouth?
Hold on, one thing at a time. 4 plus... Okay. 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5.
I think you can re-roll that too, actually.
Oh. Let me do this. 24 points of damage. Upon the spell being let go.
But he's actually gonna re-roll the 2 though.
Okay.
He'll sacrifice a sorcery point to re-roll his 2. And it's still 2.
Upon the magic missile being shot out, the 6 bolts of energy impact the chimera, dealing with a total 24 points of force damage. As soon as this happens, well, Porunga's invisibility disappears, and the chimera roars in. Well, in Porunga's face, you, Alexander, is standing in between the chimera and Porunga, and I'm gonna need initiative to be rolled.
Yes.
Oh,
We're gonna
again,
speak out loud. Guys,
Yes.
it's safe to
Well,
come now.
yeah, you would have heard the shot of magic missile. Like everybody would have heard the shot
What-
ring out.
when I heard the magic missile, I sprinted into the cave after where I thought Drakgar went.
Okay.
But I don't know how far I can move. Can I just move the 40
Just move your regular 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You can move the same, Pumo.
Yeah, Pumo can move as
Alright,
well.
because you weren't told anything. There was no communication at all.
And literally, Porunga just said it's okay to come in now, guys.
After everything else happened. Okay, got it. Well, I'm not in.
Derek, can you see in the
so I
dark?
can't move that far.
Were you
My
not-
rock
Derek, can you
can.
see in the dark?
My rock can. I can follow my rock.
Okay, well, I shout back and ask you if you can see in the dark. You tell me your rock can, and then I tell you that I'm going to follow your rock when he gets up to me, and to tell your rock to follow Drak.
Okay. But when we get there, though.
Oh, heck yeah.
So give me one
And we
second.
don't roll initiative yet, do we?
No, yes, you roll initiative.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I believe. Do.
Oh, the
Satyrs.
first time that you rolled well with
do Satyrs have
initiative!
the Dark Vision? I guess I don't. Oh, crazy. Alright. So that's initiative being rolled.
Derek needs to roll initiative still.
Yes, Derek, roll initiative. You and your Earth Elemental.
Okay, let me see if I can do that. Click. Do I have to call up? This is the first time you ever use one of these. Any one of these.
When
So
it's
I
an
can
NPC stab block, yeah, you click the token, and to the right
Okay.
side of their name, there's like a little dice symbol that says "init" on it. You
Okay, got it.
click it.
Okay,
Yes.
so I click it.
There we go.
Wow. Make it a. Okay, this is my first time using one, so I mean, just give me. Let me figure this out. Okay, and I can roll myself initiative.
Yes.
18. There you go. Easy.
All right. So it seems like everybody rolled. I'm going to reorder. And here's what's gonna happen. We are reaching the end time of the session. So we're gonna do just the first round of combat, and then we're gonna end it there. So
Oh, that's so sad.
without further ado, Bouxfhades, what do you do?
I shout for the Drakgar in hopes that he can hear me and shout back. Can he hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna. What is the range on the Gem of Brightness?
I should say in
For
the
the-
handout that I
for
gave
the-
you.
Yeah.
Moment.
Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up.
Really fucking far?
No, not for the regular 30-foot radius of light, and then dim light for an additional 30, so 60 total. I'm gonna shout to the Gem of Brightness and use the first command to turn it on.
Okay.
Because Draco's within 60 feet of me, so I can see. Now, does shouting that at the Gem of Brightness constitute an action?
Does it say it takes an action to light up?
I don't believe it. Let me double check it again. While you're holding it, you can use an action to speak. Yes, it does use an action.
So it takes an so that would have taken your action to light it up.
Okay, I get a second action though.
If
Right,
you,
so I can still dash?
You can choose to action search, and then you get your second action. Yes.
Oh, well, shoot. I haven't moved yet, have I?
I don't believe you have moved from this current location. No.
Okay, I'm just gonna move my standard 60 or 30 feet to next to Drac.
Okay.
4, 5. Or can I move diagonally to here?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Okay, I didn't know we moved back. There we go. And I'll be here. And I will use my item interaction to pull out my greatsword.
Alright. Anything else? Anything else before this?
And then since I'm standing next to him, I ask him to hand me my gem back.
Alright. In
That
that
would
case...
count as an action for me if I did that, right?
No, it doesn't. I'll just say that's like part of an item interaction.
Okay.
Anyway, if that's the end of your turn, now we get to the real stuff. At the end of your turn, the Chimera is going to use a legendary action. To activate Lion's Roar, I need everybody to make me a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I mean, how do I use my modifier? Do I just pick the modifier first, or do I use wisdom and then modifier?
No. As a fighter, you are only proficient in strength and constitution saving throws by default, unless you took a feat to make yourself proficient in any different saving throw.
Well, no, I've got the crown of laurels.
Right. In that case, yes, just click the crown of laurels modifier on, and then roll the wisdom save.
Oh, I click it on, then... Okay, I got you.
What type of effect is this? Because some of us might have... well, I rolled a 26, so that doesn't matter. And then Porunga has advantages on magic saving throws.
This is not magic. What happens here is that the Chimera's lion hair roars a horrifying, frightening screech. This is what happens. So, basically, everybody within 120 feet of the Chimera that is aware of its presence and can hear it must make the DC 16 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute. If a creature fails the save by 5 or if a creature fails by the save by 5 or more, they are paralyzed.
There you go.
But it's a magical roar.
It's not a magical effect.
It's just scary. It's just scary.
Danger Sense went proc on this, right?
No. Danger Sense is for dex saves only.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm fine. I'm good, guys. I'm good. I'm not scared. These are our kids.
Drakgar, you are paralyzed. Bouxfhades, you are paralyzed.
I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to reroll.
Okay.
I'm fine because of my fate. My fate.
I need you to make the wisdom save with the earth elemental as well.
A heritage.
Okay, so, oh yeah, Pumo, if you don't know how to make a
heritage gives me advantage. A heritage gives me advantage over anything that does what's in charmed or frightened.
In that case
advantage
you had
on saving throws against being charmed or frightened.
Yeah, in that case you had
19.
you had
15
advantage on this. You got a 19.
Oh, actually, wait. I forgot I had this.
Your
Can I use Fanatical Focus?
What is
wait, no, I'm not raging. Never mind.
Okay. So,
you're not a fan.
Pumo, to do the wisdom save with the earth elemental, you go to sheet and just click where it says whiz.
I go to whiz. I click whiz.
The earth elemental, actually, can it be frightened? I should have checked that before.
Let me double check.
I should say if
damage resistance, bludgeoning. Condition, immunities, exhaustion, paralyzed, petrified, poison, unconscious.
So sadly, it can still be frightened. It's not immune to the fright condition. So just to recount those recount those who failed. Drakgar, you fail. You actually fail by 5 or more. You're paralyzed.
Oh, bad. FF.
Sandry, you succeeded.
Mortals.
Bouxfhades, you fail. Fail by 5 or more. You're paralyzed. Derek, you made it. Porunga made it because of the reroll. The Earth Elemental is feared, and is that by 5 or more? I believe it is, yes. So, Bouxfhades, Drakgar, and the Earth Elemental are frightened. The Earth Elemental is immune to paralyzed, so it's not paralyzed, but Drakgar and Bouxfhades are. And the Chimera gains 50 temporary hit points.
So just paralyzing, I can't do anything, or I just can't attack.
Correct. You can't move. You can't do anything. You can re-roll basically at the end of each of your turns. You can make the save again to try and snap out of the effect. If anybody of your allies have ways to assist you in making saving throws, they can provide that assistance in order to make it more likely for you to pass.
Okay.
So right now you are paralyzed. Drakgar, you're also paralyzed. Make me a wisdom
And I
save.
can't rate.
You can't reach while incapacitated or paralyzed. No.
Yep, that's why I was making sure.
How can you reach if
so
you're
all I can do
scared,
is do the wisdom save, right?
You can make the wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Okay, and that's all I can do because I'm paralyzed. So
Correct. You're still
I can
scared.
reach if you're scared of mortal.
Still paralyzed. At the
and I
end
can't
of
rage either, so I can't re-roll it.
correct. At the end of your turn, the Chimera is going to use another legendary action to make a tail attack against Porunga. You see as its scorpion-like, kind of rattlesnake, rather, rattlesnake-like tail kind of moves and does like a tail swipe against Porunga. Where is the tail? 24. That's a 24 hit, Porunga. Cass, are you there? Did I drop? Hello?
Well,
Hello?
Oh, did I drop?
Oh,
did you
hello?
did you hear me, Cass? Does a 24 hit Porunga?
Oh, I did not hear. Yes, a 24 hits. Go.
Alright. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I was clicking on the wrong...
There's so much-
I clicked on the wrong fucking screen. I was clicking on the spectator screen rather than on the DM screen.
did so much damage it didn't compute.
There you go. 14 points of bludgeoning damage as the rattlesnake-like tail of the Chimera just hits Porunga in the gut.
Nope.
So,
Alright, so he takes
so,
9 damage.
I realize I should have explained this earlier for those of you who may not remember or may not be aware of what a legendary action is. For those of you who don't remember, for those who fall into either of these categories, certain enemies, such as boss-type creatures, have a thing called legendary actions. A pool of limited.
You're lagging really bad.
Oh, am I lagging now?
No, you're not.
Okay. Yes, certain enemies have a pool of abilities they can do at the end of any creature's turn except their own. These are limited, usually 3 at a time. They can use any of these at the end of any creature's turn, and they do a variety of things. Sometimes these abilities consume multiple uses of the legendary actions, such as the Roar, which consume 2 out of its pool of 3. Just to clarify what those are for those who may have forgotten. It basically already ran through all 3 of its legendary actions this round by using the Roar and by using the tail attack against Porunga. Exandri, it is your turn.
Alright, she's still invisible.
Correct.
Can I fly up and around the Chimera?
Sure. Just to
So,
clarify,
like-
the ceiling of the cave is roughly 40 foot tall.
Or I'm not going all the way up. I'm just maneuvering my way out of the way so my melee combatant friends that I don't know that are currently paralyzed can like move up whenever they're available too, so I'm not in the way.
Okay.
So I'm still gonna be in the air though, just like around the corner, and I'm invisible. But my spell will break my invisibility as my fingertips become necrotic, and my necrotic energy creeps up my arms, and my eyes go black again, and I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, but I need your head. And then I'm going to attack it with inflict wounds.
You have advantage because you're invisible. 15 will miss.
Let me look here. That's something. Sometimes I forget we have a bard in the group. I don't have any advantages, okay? Shut up, Pumo. It's a fucking chimera.
Alright, anything else, Exandri? Your invisibility disappears as you try to inflict wounds.
My inflict wounds miss?
Yes. 15.
It just miss, that's all. I don't have a way to make my numbers higher, I don't believe.
Okay. In that case, there. Oh, were you gonna say something?
No, I said I just really don't like the new updates. It's so much harder to like make my spells like go down when I use them now because it makes me physically do it. It's so dumb. I hate it.
Yeah, the Roll20 has been having a couple of UI upgrades, which they're kind of.
I don't know why they took away the automatic counter. I hate it so bad. I don't want to physically keep track of. I want to click my spells and then number automatically go down.
I mean, I'll try to see if that's something with the API script or something I can switch. But yeah, Derek, go ahead.
Because before the update, every time I clicked my spell, the number would go down.
I'll try and see.
Now I have to physically click it.
Yeah, I'll try and see if I can, if that's like a thing with the script or if I can tweak it after the session. Derek, what are you doing?
Hey, okay, so I'm gonna move. Well, I forgot how much movement I even have, to be honest. 30. Okay, so what I got is good. Okay, so I'm gonna move 30 feet, so I'll be over here, correct? I'll be right here.
Yes,
or,
right here.
Away,
I'll be over here. No, right there. I'll be right there. I'll go there. But before I move, I tell my
Oh shit!
first element to say, I'm gonna tell him I want you to burrow and follow me. And when I tell you, you unburrow and attack. Got it?
Okay.
I guess he understands. I guess.
The
Correct.
Earth Elemental responds in. You don't understand what the fuck he's saying, but it seems to, at the very least, get the idea of your commands.
Is there any way you can actually talk to these in the actual
If
D&D or
you,
no?
if you speak Primordial.
Oh, I think I should maybe. What? I'll probably have to ask the gods actually, don't I? For that maybe.
I don't know, man.
It would be under your languages.
Yeah, it would be on your language list. If you don't speak Primordial
So
or
I'll be
in
right
the specific
here.
the specific dialect, which is Terran, then you can't really verbally communicate with them.
Got it. I gotta read books. Got it. I'll ask the Oracle to teach me Primordial. And well, it's not his turn, so he'll follow me when it's his. He'll burrow and then follow me, of course. When it's his turn.
All right.
And,
So what do you do?
Since I'm currently concentrating for this spell, I technically cannot use any other spell. Correct?
Correct. Otherwise, things can get messy.
Yes, I read what would happen if I were to break concentration. But I technically can't really do anything else, really.
You could throw a cantrip.
If I were to use a bonus action to do anything else, it's an action that breaks my concentration. And you know what? Yeah, I'm doing. I'm gonna sit back and just see if I can wait on the side of the walls or the cave walls. I'm not break concentration. I'm not gonna get us killed here.
No.
Throw a cantrip.
Yes, a lot of
concentration.
pretty much almost any cantrip, with some exceptions, are instantaneous cast, meaning that they do not require concentration.
Oh, you telling me like vicious mockery could count as one of them?
I'm pretty sure that has instantaneous cast, so yes, it does. It wouldn't break your concentration.
So it would not. Okay, just making sure. So this would not break the concentration. Okay.
It says
So then
it should say like on the spell description what duration it has and if it is concentration or not.
Okay, so it says in duration, instantaneous description. Doesn't say.
Correct. So in that case, it's
Concentration.
not. So in that case, it's not concentration. Meaning you can use it without breaking concentration on conjure elementals.
Okay, then I will cast vicious mockery
All right.
at at that giant thing over there. If I can get this thing to go in the goddamn middle.
What is
Okay, there you
the
go.
insult? Not that it can understand
Let's
you.
see. Your 3 heads look better dead, I guess. I don't know.
Sick burn.
Y'all gotta make some
That's
nice
it.
wall art.
Sick burn, Derek. I mean, it failed a saving
Oh,
throw.
we gotta get you guys some roleplay.
It failed a saving throw anyway,
I'm
so
still better than Drakgar. Oh.
yeah, it takes the 4 points of damage from the vicious mockery.
Easy.
All right, so that's your action.
4 damage. Yeah, actually, I didn't see it. Where
Yeah,
the-
four damage.
Yes.
So that's your action. Any bonus actions?
And then my bonus action will give. Bonus actions don't count as concentration, correct? Still.
Depends on what you're doing.
Want to give somebody bardic?
That is.
I'm trying to give somebody bardic inspiration.
Bardic
Is that
inspiration
good?
is not concentration. It's not a spell. It's just your class ability. So who do you give
Okay,
bardic
then
inspiration?
I will tell Porunga. I'm gonna tell you to Porunga
be-
to say, "Don't
Hold
die."
on, Derek.
Again.
Before you do
Maybe.
that, before you do that, Derek, I'm just going to
Okay,
remind
okay.
you. 3 of your
Okay.
allies are frightened. Bouxfhades, Drakgar, and the Earth Elemental. So just giving you that free hint.
Let's see. Should I give to the person who tried to break my concentration from the Earth Elemental, or that other guy who can't fight without his sword? Who should I give it to? Or my Earth Elemental?
Our group has trust issues.
Yeah. I wonder why I have trust issues here.
You're
Maybe I should give
literally
to my
an idiot.
Elemental,
Nobody
to be
likes.
honest, guys. I feel like that helps out me more than those two, huh?
So,
what should I do, guys?
well, yeah. So, are you
Should
giving
ask.
bardic inspiration to anybody? I was just letting you know that some of your teammates were frightened. Just in that case, that affects your decision in any way, shape, or form.
It doesn't. It's cool.
I'll get to Porunga still. I'm sure they'll still be fine. They're scared. Come on, they're big boy. I'm sure they got it right. Right.
Okay.
We'll see. Oh, die, Porunga! There you go. He gets it.
All right. Cool. Ancient Chimera. Oh boy, you could have moved any other direction, Pumo, and you would have been safe.
Oh, bullshit. Oh, then we're all dead because the Earth Elemental is not going to kill everybody now. Good job, guys. Good job, team.
I'm gonna need Porunga, Bouxfhades, Drakgar. Actually, no, Bouxfhades and Drakgar, you guys are still paralyzed. You auto-fail this. So it's Porunga and Derek to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, come on. I know I'm good. I can roll high. Come on, game. I can roll high here. No, I believe in you guys. I believe in myself.
What are we rolling?
Dexterity save.
Dexterity save?
From Porunga and Derek.
Come on. Yeah. Go.
Am I allowed to ask what the DC is?
This is the fire breath. Hold on. Give me a second. It's DC.
Again? Good
It's DC 17.
God damn it. I'm like, well, I mean, if
I'll
it's
use
half, it's
his
20. I'll
last
survive, I
sorcery
guess.
point.
Social
To
point.
reroll?
To reroll, alright.
You still got you still have my bardic inspiration, no?
And then I'll use that Bardic Inspiration, which is a D12 now.
What's that?
Double check. Let me double check.
Are you a D12 now?
Let me double check here. At level it becomes a D8 at level 5. At D10 it's at level 10.
So
Alright,
it's a D8.
still an
D8.
eight.
Still a
It's a
D8.
D8.
So you need a
Yeah,
save.
Oh my god! So bad.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
Bad.
everybody, but
You got
that's
Chris. You got Chris.
a fucking. There we go. Chimera.
I got dealt
Speaking
half.
here.
Don't I get dealt half though?
You're all about to hit the deck. Porunga's not
45
pretty
points of
good.
fire damage on those who fail, half on those
By
who
two.
succeed. That's
So
it.
it's a 20.
That's it for the.
Do I
ancient-
still take half, right?
Yes, you're still resistant, even though you can't even make the save.
Okay.
What's
Right.
it called?
22.
Does that round up or down?
Rounds down. It rounds down.
Okay. It'll be
And,
44, so I take
HP now.
22.
and Derek, you need to make me a con save to maintain concentration on the Earth Elemental.
Wow.
Wait, how did you survive
You
that?
didn't do me like what do you mean? I didn't lose concentration. I still survived.
Well, yes,
Yeah, but you still have to make a roll because you got hit.
yes, correct.
It's like you're concentrating on somebody, something, and somebody just slapped you in the face.
So which one again?
Con save.
Con
Constitution
save.
The DC is half
I
the
rolled a
damage
2.
taken, which in this case will be 22.
That's boo right there. That's boo, sir. That's very boo.
Concentration is broken, and the Earth Elemental's eyes light up. The JoJo sound effects of menacing appear around it
And now
as,
we have to fight an earth elemental.
Not cool.
as it's getting
Not cool.
ready
Not cool. Not cool,
to
man. Not cool.
rise against his oppressor, aka Derek.
That's
So-
bullshit. I call bull. Can we want? Oh man. Never mind. I can't.
Death by
This
creation.
sucks, man. It's not cool, man. Not cool. I just don't think. See, guys, you want me to do something smart here, and I still screw us over. So what do you want me to do? What exactly do you want me to do?
That is it for the
Exactly.
Ancient Chimera.
Well, we're all dead.
Porunga.
All right, I'm gonna go invisible anyway.
Porunga, what is Porunga doing?
It's gonna be like, well, that wasn't fun. We should probably not group, guys.
Hey,
It's kind of hard in a cave.
it's almost as if the two
You
squishy
know,
people led the
you-
charge.
I know,
yeah,
right?
two
Wow.
squishy. Well, hey, I'm doing perfectly fine over here.
You're flying and you're
Not for long.
Go ahead, Porunga. What are you doing? What is Porunga doing?
He is having his controller read her his spells real quick. What is this? How do I make this?
Polymorph.
He doesn't have polymorph.
Unlucky.
Hold on, let me read the spell super quick. Each creature in the area must make creature takes. It is hindered by ice until
This kinda sucks, man.
he is going to cast. There's a chance that they pass the saving throw, though. No, he's just going to bread and butter it. He's just going to magic missiles at level 2.
Okay. One, two, three. Oh, 3 and 4. Never misses, never fails. 10 points of damage. That yeah. Oof. I mean, it has temporary hit points, but it's still looking pretty bad.
So, question.
Yes.
If I'm within its reach, if I run away,
Porunga, you saw the
Yeah.
tail extend out to 10 feet, so at the very least that tail can reach that far.
risking it for the biscuit. 5.
So yes, the tail is going to take an attack. Or, well, the Chimera through its tail is going to take an attack. 12. Does that
Wait,
hit Porunga?
before it swings,
Yes.
before it swings, was Porunga within 5 feet of me at the time he swung? Oh, I can't do anything.
Yes,
I'm
you're
paralyzed. Never
paralyzed. Sorry. Does 12 hit Porunga?
So, question: can I take a reaction?
Yes. So see, if you're trying to do a shield, that is, your reaction spells are actually the exception of level spells in your turn. You can still take those in your turn. So yes, you can shield if that's what you want. All right. So
He literally flips off the tail as he continues to run away.
all right. The Earth Elemental is not happy about this. You see as it submerges into the ground through Earthglide. It's still frightened, so thankfully, it can't actually move closer to you because it can't move towards the target of its fear, which is right around the corner. So it's just gonna submerge underground using Earthglide and prepare for the unexpected. So wisdom save at the end of his turn.
It's coming for your ass, Derek.
No, it's still frightened. he'll get there eventually. We're
Just
back.
keep running towards the Chimera.
We're back at the top of the initiative.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the end.
So-
the end. All right, got it.
Yeah,
Bye.
that's the end.
This
All right, yeah, we're
the
seeing
end.
right, guys. Bye.
Uh, Well, here's the thing. Yes, that is the end. But hopefully it's not the end of the campaign. You guys
It probably is, to be honest.
you guys
this is gonna be it.
really
This is gonna
messed
be
it up when you guys fought the Chimera back at the ship. It is basically bloodied at this point. Beyond bloodied at this point. And you have some heavy hitters in your team. It's just a matter of having those heavy hitters actually, hit it.
Yeah. If Derek would have unparalyzed me, I could have hit it for like 80 damage.
So while things look pretty bad, I'm like as a DM, I'm pretty certain you guys can make it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get body slammed twice by this thing, and I'm gonna die by body slams. I swear.
Don't worry,
We're gonna start walking out the cave, and Pumo's fucking Earth Elemental's gonna pull him into the depths of hell. We're gonna be like, well, anyways, keep walking.
But yeah, it looks pretty bad. But you guys, again, as a DM, I'm pretty confident you guys can do it.
A quick question. So
yes.
As soon as it loses control, I can't control it anymore. Correct.
Correct. So
Basically?
you're no longer concentrating on the spell.
So you don't think there's any other spells I can use it to get control of it again? At all?
Dominate monster, hold monster.
Leave it to Pumo to make us fight more things.
Right, for real.
Well, I mean, the plan, if there was any, wasn't pretty thought out. What's it called?
Wait a minute, my plan was
No,
thought out.
I knew that we were going to get hit with the fire attack, which is why I wanted to lead, because I knew that I could take it. I just didn't expect the whole being paralyzed thing.
The thing is, though, it doesn't matter if you're in front of us or not. You can't make us take less damage.
Unless you have specific.
That was the whole thing. So
like,
you being
fighting
in
stuff.
front,
Yeah, go ahead.
you leading would have alerted him to us before we even made it into this chamber.
But yes, I mean, hey.
Right,
You
but I'm
gotta
just
make
saying, like,
it on yourself.
I mean,
but I'm
hey.
just saying, I wasn't worried. Once you guys were in the cave, I wasn't worried about running in because I knew I could survive the attack.
We all survived. What are you talking about? It's just you two are paralyzed.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. Sometimes these things happen. Luck, dice luck isn't in your favor, but like I said, I'm pretty confident you guys can make it through this. And hey, just a bit of a foreshadowing here. This Chimera has been hunting down a lot of ships, and maybe it has taken its fair share of spoils of war in the process. So there's stuff to look forward to if you survive. So
Got it. We're all dead. I know. It's okay, guys. We're dead. It's
so
okay.
anyway, with that being said,
If I can land in a quick wounds, it's GG.
I think
gotta land
look,
in a quick
I
wounds.
think what pains me the most
Hey,
in
Sandra,
this,
maybe call your dad. Like, come help us, please.
I
We're
think what
being
pains
attacked
me-
by 2 monsters. Help.
what pains me the most
begging.
in this situation is that we're gonna have to wait until 2024
You lagged
You're
out.
lagging really bad.
Oh shit, I like it. Yes, sorry. I said we're gonna have to wait until 2024 for this combat encounter to conclude. Which is probably what pains me the most out of all of this.
Damn,
Got
this,
it. I'm gonna wait till next year to die. Got it. We're all gonna die next year. Got it.
this combat's gonna take a year
Jules is
long.
gonna die.
But yeah, with
If I could hit, it would die. But if I hit, it should die.
like
And if I get hit by my own rock, I should probably die.
Wait, how? What do you have that can hit him for 50 temporary hit points?
I have inflict wounds. That if I crit with inflict wounds at level 4, it could do 75 damage.
Oh, well, never mind then. Okay.
what's it called?
But I have to hit it.
Oh damn, I'm lagging. All right.
I'm dead.
Well, with that being said, I do have to end the recording real quick. So, for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, continue watching. Next episode, the last session of Odyssey Dragonlords. No, we said that last time when you guys were on the Annal of Yonder, and you know you got away from it. What's it called? You know, so I'm certain you can make it through it. But yes, keep watching. Following along the adventures of this group of people with trust issues. Nobody can trust each other to do anything around this part, apparently.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
so-
yeah.
So
Right.
keep watching along.
Porunga was kicking some ass, though.
Keep watching along, and we'll
Yep.
see you guys in the next one. There we go.